Oh, I forgot to start the timer. Oopsie doopsie. Tins! Holy goddamn hell, man. That's a 125 stream streak. Hello. Welcome in. Hi, everyone. And hi, Tins. Thank you so much. 125 is a long ass time. A long ass time. Hey, Matt. Hey, Leo. Hey, Tara. Hey, Iskra. Hey, Lemony. Hey, Ro. Hey, Leah. The hello, Cian. Hello. I said hi to Tara. Hi, Hav. Hi, Pika. I think I said hi to Iskra. Hi, Ezra. Hi, Ellie. Again. I think I might have said that twice. Hi, Ende. Hey, Pikachu. I already said that as well. Peter was here earlier as well. Hi, Peter. Hi, everyone. Hey, Plushie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Chat. Very cool thing. May or may not be happening. I don't have confirmation, and I may get rejected. However, I have just applied for this. That is not helpful. Hold on. I can't find the link. Okay, none of this looks very good to show on stream. Can it look a little bit nicer than this, please? Let me click refresh. Okay, it's not helpful. Alright, chat, I have been sent this bit of information. Yo! Nonny, thank you for gifting to Tara. That's very kind of you. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I'm a little bit fearful of the fact that I don't want to leak anything too bad. In case you guys stalk me and find where I am. I've heard of crazier things. Chat, I have applied... Oh my god, wait, we had so many stream streaks. Ezra, thank you for the 10 stream streak. Liquid Fire, thank you for the 10 stream streak. And Nonny, thank you for gifting a tier 1 for 3 months to Tara. Very kind, Nonny. Thank you so much. So, I've applied to go to this? Could be cool. Could be cool. I don't know. YouTube UKI Gaming Summit. We invented UKI? Yeah, we did. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. That'll be cool, I think. I think that'll be cool. If I get allowed in. I applied. I only applied today. And as you can see, it's in 6 days' time up here. Which is the 5th of Sept. And it also starts at 10:30 a.m. Lil bro is not going to be awake. Lil bro is not going to be awake. It's so over. I got out of bed at like 1 p.m. today. There's no chance. But I've got a good few friends that are already going. And, like, good friends being, Michaela, Dark Eyebrows, Ollie Hikey Hate Me, Roz Roscumber, myself, certainly Laz. So hopefully I get in. I don't know. I've had to, like, register. You have to, like, register, and then they kind of accept based on if they like you or not. So I hope they do. Fingers crossed. A man can dream. My registration is pending approval. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully I can go and hopefully I have a fun time. Hopefully I learn how to make graph look like this. That's what I want. Graph look like that, please. Up and to the right. That's all I'm asking for. Up and to the right. Also, chat, I'm gonna for my birthday, I am going to buy myself a cool little what am I gonna buy myself? I want to buy myself a drawing tablet. At artists, does anyone have good recommendations of cheap drawing tablets that do the job? I'm not gonna be doing art or anything, but it just could be cool. The Wacom 1 or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how you pronounce that. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about that. That was the one I was looking at. I think it was on like Amazon flash sale the other day as well. Wacoms aren't worth it. They're only like $30. Is that not good? I thought that was good. Okay, I will trust the artists in the community because you guys know more than I do about art supplies. I'm not even going to be using it for art. I'm going to be using it to like draw on stream, like, or maybe draw on a thumbnail if I need to, rather than using my mouse. And also potentially maybe for like tutoring because I need to get a job. Finally play Gartic with us. I'd play Gartic right now with my mouse. Oh yeah, no, my ass is not going to be looking for like majorly expensive ones. I just need one that if I draw on it, it draws. Like I don't need anything fancy. I could have got some AliExpress one. I don't really care. It doesn't need to be super pro, but you know, if there's one that's good value. I thought you were starting an artist arc. I'm sorry, Hellion. I'm sorry for leading you on. Let Helly and I teach you how to draw. That would be quite fun. That would be quite fun. I could do another version. I could do another edition of drawing my friends' profile pictures. If you guys remember the drawing my friends' profile pictures, then you were here for a while. This is Kuriway, as I'm sure you guys can tell. This is Kuriway's old profile picture. It got better. They got better. I promise they got better. This one's Eloise, which is really fucking bad. It got worse first. It got worse first, then it got better. I promise. This is fucking awful. I'm sorry. Oh, this is actually diabolical. This is wow. This is actually insulting. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, it got a bit better. This is found. Who, if I can find the original photo. Can I find the original photo? Found is the goat, by the way. This is Found's art. If you guys don't know. Didn't you do this on MS Paint? Yeah, of course. Of course I did this on MS Paint. You think I did it on some, like, actual good, software? I can't find the original. Okay, I promise it didn't look that bad, this one. This is Krinios, which, personally, I think is fucking great. For Krinios' old profile picture, this is basically perfect. This is basically perfect. I'm just saying. I wasn't tracing either. But this is the original, right? Like, if I hide all the other layers, you could tell it's very different and I didn't trace it. Oh wait, have I left his hair in? Yeah, I have. That's the original. And then this is my version, which I think is pretty decent. I don't know. I think it's not bad. Oh wait, that makes it fuck. I think it looks alright. I don't think it was that bad. Maybe I'll become an artist, chat. Who was next? Ah, yes. Wolfie. I think this is a great rendition of Wolfie. I think this is pretty much bang on. What do you guys think? I think I did it. I think I did a good fucking job of this one. And then Shmur. Whoa, wrong one. Sorry, my fault. And then Shmur, which isn't bad, but I would never. I will never be him. I will never be Tree for Tree, Carson, Moth Sprite. I miss you, Carson. The original is so much better. Like, let's obviously make that clear. This is Carson's version. I gave it a good go. But I will never be Carson. Carson's the GOAT. Anyway, yeah, that's what I want to get a drawing tablet. Crew was crazy though. It's so hard to draw real life people, bro. Drawing other people's art of people, great. That's really easy. You're drawing real life shit? I can't do that. I can't do that for shit. So people that do realistic art, I have like different levels of like appreciation for. I don't understand how it's crazy. When you get your tablet, can you draw Snoopy? I think that Austin might kill me if I draw Snoopy badly though. Like that's like high intensity, very scared moment. So chat, yeah, those are my 2 bits of information of the day. I want to buy a drawing tablet, and what else? Oh, and I might be going to the YouTube Gaming Summit. Would be hype. Oh, there you go. I'm in. Just got the email. Swag. W. Alright, that means no stream on that day. Sorry, chat. Sad bag. But I've got to be at the Google HQ at 10:30 in the morning. Until 6 p.m. This is like a full day of work. This is a full day of work. I think I might get... I'm really hoping to get some, like... I'm really hoping that I get some, like, cool swag. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I get, like, a tote bag. Or, like, a... I don't know. Maybe they've got beers. Maybe they've got free beers. Surely Google have their own brewery, right? Surely there's like a Google beer. Oh, imagine a Google beer. Sorry, I gotta. I fell into a place where I should have a beer fossil response. Other people haven't got their replies yet. Dude, Ross hasn't got the email yet. Fuck. We're giggling, but I think FedEx has a winery. That's what I mean. Surely Google has a brewery. The Google Brewery. They have like their own like small keg beer, and I'll be like a professional taster for them. Like, I'm getting hoppy notes. Jesus. It took Michaela 10 days to hear back. I shit you not. Took me 21 minutes. 21 minutes. It took, look how long it took Michaela. 19th of August. And she heard back yesterday. 19th of August and she heard back yesterday. Me? I heard back in 21 minutes. There's a Fulham fan working there. Yo, they'll be like, oh my god, Lewis Fulham? Or do you actually mean like a proper Fulham fan? Like a Fulham Football Club fan? That would make more sense. It'd be cool if there was someone that knew who I was there, though. You know what I mean? They saw that... Laz has just said they saw that I watched a cactus grow for an hour guy and joined and were like, fuck, we need him here now. That's real. That's real. Well, actually, I wrote a really good, like, they had like a little couple of, it felt like a job application. Not that I know what one of those are because I've never done one before. But like, it was like, how would you rate the YouTube gaming community and what can we do to improve it? And I was like, you know, I've fallen in love with uploading on YouTube in the last year, blah, blah, blah. Gave them the spiel, but also, like, it's kind of true. Like, I have really enjoyed seeing my YouTube grow and stuff. But it's wholeheartedly true. And I said, like, I'd love to be able to meet people outside of YouTube, or, like, off the screen, effectively. It's been great, and we can discuss things that definitely I can't discuss with other friends. Like, I don't discuss finances with, like, my real life friends. That's not how it works. It's not the same. Because they will have a stable monthly income that happens every single month for them because they do the same amount of work and they do a 9 to 5. For me, I stream once a day, sure. Pretty much, roughly. And I'll upload a YouTube video once a month on a good month. And once every 2 if it's a bad month. And then, so, you know, the paychecks come in at weird times and that sort of stuff. So I appreciate having friends like that. And then they were like, what do you want to learn about when you're at the YouTube Gaming Summit? And so I was able to just say, I want to understand shorts better because I don't get them. I don't understand it. I don't know if you guys know much about this, but I try and do shorts every so often. Sometimes I'll get a burst of inspiration and go, yeah, no, this is a great idea. Let me just run up some YouTube shorts. And my ass does not perform well on YouTube shorts, bro. I don't get it. Like, you can see, like, here, look, here, I'll just fucking, am I even leaking anything here? No, I don't think so. Like, this is my shorts analytics page, right? Like, I pulled this one because it was performing so badly. But, like, I'm getting 4 figures every time, which is, you know, not horrible. I've heard literally stories of people getting, like, 0 to 3. But, like, none of them are doing that great. Whereas on other platforms, okay, this is like my best performing one, the 46k one, but this is because it's all getting picked up in YouTube search. Like, it's all getting picked up in YouTube search. If I should probably put on my no exposed, by the way. Oopsie. If I check, and this is for the change for Minecraft that doesn't even this is for the Minecraft change that doesn't even exist yet. You know what I mean? Like, when they changed, like, when they locked the mending things behind the different villages. So I just did a tutorial on how to get mending. And, like, if I look at the reach, right? 55% from YouTube search. Like, none from the shorts feed. Absolutely none from the shorts feed. So, like, all of them is, like, how to get mending in Minecraft, how to get mending in Minecraft, how to get mending villager, mending Minecraft. Like, dude, 25% comes from external, and 77% is YouTube, is Google search. So in reality, it's like 70% of views come from search. Like, sure, maybe not YouTube search, but literally Google search. You need to not push it to subs. I tried that. I tried that with this video. which actually performed okay. I did it with this video, and I made it not upload to subs. Waited for an hour. 4 views. 4 views. 4. Not 4,000. Not 400. 4. What does not pushing to subs do? So when you upload a video, there's like a little button that says like notify subscribers and push to subscription feed. You can choose not to do that, meaning that YouTube will push it to non-subs. That's not always true. Like, they might not push it to anyone. Like, the majority of your views are going to come from subscribed people when it comes to shorts. But by not pushing it to subs, it's meant to try, supposedly, like, try and push it out to different people, right? I don't know how true it is. I don't know how beneficial it is. But for example, you know, on a different platform, right? If I go to this one? Yeah. Okay, this isn't quite what I was looking for, but... Okay, whatever. Basically, within the same time that my YouTube short, which I uploaded to subs only, got 4 views, the TikTok hit 250k. So... I understand I'm doing something right, but I'm not doing it. I'm doing something wrong as well, right? Like, same thing you can say about this video. This video hit 1 million views on TikTok, right? And an average watch time of 30 seconds, which is actually pretty damn good for a 55-second long video. I uploaded the same video to YouTube, and it got 1.9k. Lower than average. Like, less than usual. Same video. I don't get it. So, I don't know. I've had a few of these videos on TikTok hit like, let's say, what? So I've had 3 videos hit over 100k on TikTok. Sorry, 4 videos hit over 100k, and 1 of those hit over 1 mil. And I've not had a single video hit over 100k on YouTube Shorts. So, no, ragebait hasn't started yet, Lexi. We're just yapping. Fig, I don't know. I think the number of people using YouTube Shorts is very high. Title of the stream usually starts 90 minutes in. Yeah, I need to yap. If you're gonna get mad at me for yapping, then you're in the wrong stream. You know what I mean? Like that's what I do. That's half my shtick, bro. That's how long I've been on your... TikTok algorithm pushes things more. Does it? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you look at someone like Cam, man. He does much better on YouTube Shorts than he does on TikTok. Does he even have a TikTok? Yeah. Yeah, right. Like, you know, around what averages like 300k views a time. And then you look on his YouTube and it's like 2 mil every time. Like 5x. Obviously, that's one example, but that's the one I think of when I think of Minecraft. Why not ask him what he thinks is wrong with your vids? Because do we upload different shorts content? I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. I could do. Fig, you say that, but then you think about the number of uploads. Like, the viewers per uploads is very similar on both websites, right? I would presume. There's probably 10x the people watching TikTok. There's also probably 10x the number of videos uploaded every day. Versus on YouTube. No, I don't know. Maybe that's not true. Maybe there are just more people watching TikTok and less people uploading than there are on YouTube Shorts. I don't know. And I agree. TikTok and YouTube Shorts have vastly different content. I scroll my TikTok feed. It's all like comedy stuff. And, you know, football adjacent things and, you know, content that I repeatedly interact with. Versus on YouTube, it's majority poker things, TV shows, like House always keeps coming up on my YouTube Shorts and I always watch it. So, and then like very rarely either of them have gaming stuff, which I'm really surprised about. Scroll TikTok, it's all BG Media. We're trolling. YouTube Shorts audience gotta be younger. YouTube Shorts audience gotta be younger than TikTok audience. We crazy. Dude, Roz signed up on the 19th? Wait. Oh, see you, Tara. So here are some stats for YouTube Shorts and TikTok. TikTok has around 1 billion monthly active users, while YouTube Shorts has an estimated 1.5 billion monthly viewers. So more people watch YouTube Shorts. Engagement rate. TikTok has a 2.34% engagement rate on average, which is higher than YouTube Shorts' 0.91%. This means viewers are more likely to like, comment, or share content on TikTok. TikTok also has double the comments of YouTube Shorts. In Q4, TikTok's average video view count was 143,000 views, which is higher than YouTube Shorts' 54,000 views. TikTok has 707 million videos posted each month, which is 272 new videos per second. Happier baby. We've been doing all this late night talking. Oh, and chat, for all of you that didn't know, you can unmute this. Hello?
Mudflap's actual fish, and last year I challenged any hardcore YouTuber to get every tropical fish, and a few weeks ago, Mudflap's actually did
I watched that video.
I was pretty impressed, but it's time for a new challenge for a different group. As we all know, Deep Slate Emerald Ore is the rarest block in Minecraft, usually taking hours to find no matter what tools. But what if you spawned on it? To spawn on a block, it has to be exposed to the sky, so even seeing any Deep Slate with sky exposure is rare, yet alone at spawn, and in a mountain biome. This would be so rare that I don't even know if a seed like this exists, so good luck, seed finders. You'll need it.
So he challenged seed finders to go and find a seed that you spawn on Deep Slate Emerald Ore, right? That's pretty rare. I wouldn't think that's possible, right? Surely Surely I know nobody that could have done that, right? Nobody could have done that. No one could have done that. Hey, Dylan. You working on the new Cam Man challenge? Link. Ah, hey, Fulham. Didn't know about that one yet. Thanks for showing me. Shouldn't be that hard, at least for the cave part. I don't know how rare Deep Slate Emerald Ore is, though. Two hours ago. Thank you, Dylan DC14! Thank you, Dylan DC14! Thank you, Dylan DC14! We love the speedrunners! Yay! Yay! I feel like I helped. I feel like I helped. Even though I did nothing to help, apart from say, yo, there's a challenge, you're gonna win. Just go do the challenge for me real quick. I still feel like I helped. Not subbed. I'm not subbed on my fucking Fulham account, bro. Relax. Relax. I'm not subbed on this account. I don't watch YouTube on this account. This is my upload account. You're just like DJ Khaled. You put the right people in the same room. I am going to lose my shit. I am DJ Challenge. That's crazy. DJ Khaled. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. Sorry, I have to reply to these guys about the YouTube thing. So I'm gonna put some music on while I'm yapping. Sorry, chat. Okay, cool. Done. Bye, Quill. Bye, Quill. Have a good one. Wanna till the morning. Now you're in my life. Bro, I'm live? I know, but there's more important things, alright? And if that is to make sure that certainly Laz, Roscumber, and Heike Hate Me, and Michaela Dark Eyebrows are okay, then I will make sure that that is... Oh, they are okay. More important things. Chat can wait. Chat can wait. All this late night talking. Fulham really hates his fans. Relax. Relax. I don't hate my fans. But I would run you over with a train. Oh, chat, do you guys want to see a leak? Chat, do you guys want to see another leak? Chat, do you want to see another leak? Another leak? Hooray! More leaking! We love leaking things! Oh, fuck. Do I have to download it? Okay, troll. Hold on. No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I can still leak it, I can still leak it. Okay, chat. Little mini leak. 2-minute preview of new full spam video coming soon. It is obviously not rendered, it's just a recording of the editing software, so relax. Anyway, we're live, so be prepared.
Why is Curry here? What the am I? Do you want me to go
Okay.
away?
Alright, I'm having a beer because I need it. I'm stressed. That sounds like I'm an alcoholic. As all of you know, the people that are in the call with us are Pound Cake. Say hi, Pound Cake.
Meow.
That was awful.
Hi, Curry.
Hi. Oh, I meant like to sub, but it didn't even like continue
I was-
the sub. It
I was
didn't
just
work.
gonna say hi. I thought it was your turn to meow. Everyone
like that
says
I did that.
hello,
Here we go.
Feinberg.
Yay!
I've got my chat open, but I have
It's
7
like my Subway Surfers.
different things going on at the same time. So I have the main screen, I have my second account, I have my questions, Discord, chat, OBS. So it was so confusing that day. Okay, so question 1, just a little goofy one to get us all in the mood. I will do this exactly in the way that the quote was put into my Discord, and I quote, "Oh no, there's a trolley going down a track towards my Twitch chatters. I will hit the lever, redirecting it to my Twitch mods, not including significant others."
Are we allowed to
Wait.
do like multi-track drifting so it hits all of them?
We can't do Fruitberry's multi-track drifting. You guys are strongly agreeing on this. Wow.
I said strongly. What am I? Disagree. Strongly disagree because my mods not only have to deal with like curry chatters, and they've had to deal with curry chatters for like 4 years, but I also have a big ass spreadsheet, and they have to deal with that. So they do way too much, and they need to live.
Okay, so this is
That's
more keeping your mods alive rather than actively wanting to kill your chatters.
Yeah, I don't want to kill my chat.
Okay, so switching to Pound Cake. Hi, Pound Cake.
Hey, so it is a shame that we have to make a choice. You can't just kind of have 2 trolleys. Listen, the chatters, will I miss the revenue? Yeah. The money, the clout? Yeah. But like, if we're just thinking like added value to society, but yeah, I mean like, you know, my mods are generally nice. They can be good people sometimes. So yeah, I'm pretty strongly on this side.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you. Like, most of my mods are like my friends. And as much as I would more than happily not mind running them over with a train, I feel like they do add some value to my life outside of Twitch chat. And let's make it clear, no one wants to hit all of the Twitch chatters with a train. Just maybe like, if they'd live, then yeah, sure, that would be good. That's the edit so far, chat. My response to that, Binkus offered to edit this of his own accord, was like, it worked out really well as a stream. I do short form content. I'd love to try and edit a long form video for you. You don't have to pay me. And I was like, whoa, I don't have to pay you? Fucking yay! Yay! Go! Go! You go! Hey! Hooray! Let's go! I don't have to. I've got no money anyway. This is big W for me. Unpaid labor. Go, go, go! But no, yeah. Binkus is a short form creator and wanted to try and do some long form stuff, and so I was like, yeah, I was probably gonna hire Andronicus again, but if you want to go for it, you can, because Andronicus is on vacation for 2 weeks. So go ahead. Binkus is like very busy at the moment, so this may not come out for a while. Or if it does, it may be the fact that like the first 5 minutes are going to be edited by Binkus, and then the next 20 minutes are going to be edited by me, like sloppily. And so if you see a big decline in the like actual editing of the video, like 5 minutes in, not my fault. Well, actually, entirely my fault. My fault. But yeah, I've said this is great, and the only thing I'd say was that the music is slightly louder the second half, and I really like the flow and shit. And Bingus replied, "I have a habit of doing this in my own videos. I'll fix it up." So yeah, to the person I can't even remember who said that, was it realistic for saying the music was too loud? Yeah, I agree. But I can't really complain. I'm getting unpaid labor out here. This is volunteer work that Binkus is doing to try and increase portfolio, and I'm very, very grateful. So yeah, everyone go make sure you show some love to Binkus next time he's in chat. And why not follow his Twitch as well while we're at it? Let's do that. Hold on, I've got to check this stuff real quick. Sorry, I was yapping it up. My fault. Anyway, welcome back, chat. I'm back and locked in. So, it's 45 minutes in, and you know what we've still not done yet? The mukdal! We fucking love the mukdal, baby! Yup, it's time for the mukdal! This is gonna catch on, I'm telling you. Chat. I'm going to leave you for all of 1 second with this mob. I want to come back, and I want chat. I'm gonna be leaving for like a minute. I'm gonna go make myself a drink. I want you guys, as a chat collective, to come up with one mob as our first guess. And whatever is picked the most, whatever I can see, like, whatever message... you guys have to convince each other, okay? This is going to be a teamwork thing, alright? This is going to be a teamwork thing. And whatever you guys agree with, together, when I come back, that is what I'll pick, okay? You guys have 30 seconds, 45 seconds to discuss between yourselves. I will leave it on this screen so you guys know. It's the mob, okay? I don't want to come back and see Deep Slate Emerald Ore, okay? Alright. Okay, right. What have we decided? I hope you guys have decided. Trader Llama? Are you guys serious? We're picking Trader Llama? Deep Slate Emerald Ore. Okay, I shouldn't have even said anything, should I? Because you guys are gonna troll. Fuck's sake. Okay, we'll go Trader Llama. Oh. Doesn't look like Trader Llama's a different one. Chat, do you want Trader or do you want Llama? You have to pick. Trader or Llama? I'm seeing 6 llamas, 7 llamas, 10 llamas. Okay, so everyone wants fucking llama. And Kai's the little freak and goes Trader. Alright, llama it is. Here we go. Good luck. Oh! That's huge. You guys cooked. You guys absolutely cooked. Wow. I'm not even being sarcastic. This is huge. That's actually huge. I'm not even being sarcastic. That is huge. But what is it? It's gotta just be an... It's gotta just be... Oh, wait. I guess it could be Enderman, Iron Golem. It could be... I think it's just Enderman or Iron Golem. Why would it not be Enderman? chat? Biome? Because biome would show, right? They like end biomes and like warped forest biomes. So it can't be Enderman, I presume. Endermen aren't passive. Yeah, they are. They don't attack you unless you hit them. That's neutral. Yeah, but they also don't attack you at all if you don't look at them. Isn't neutral passive different than just neutral? Yeah, it means that if you can... Enderman just neutral? What makes llamas neutral passive then? Iskra! Peaceful difficulty? Really? I mean, this says behavior neutral. If that's actually a thing, where it's like neutral passive because of difficulty, can a llama kill you? Yeah. The fandom wiki has neutral passive. It's fucking stupid, man. So fucking stupid, man. Fandom wiki can bite me. You can bite fandom wiki. That's what you can do. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Shit, that was on the wrong monitor. Nothing leaked, right? No, we're chilling. We're chilling. Woo! Woo! How did I not leak anything? Crazy! Crazy W! Crazy W! Actually crazy W, we're chilling. We are chilling. Why is that on my main monitor? My Discord is always there! What? I know 3 motherfuckers have already clipped that. And so the 3 motherfuckers that have already clipped it and looked, you're all getting banned. You're all about to get banned. You're all about to get banned. You delete that clip in the next 3 seconds or you're getting banned. Whoever clipped that to try and find what I leaked, which I didn't leak anything, you're all getting banned. You're all getting banned. Let's see. Let's actually have a look. Video producer. Right, we're gonna speedrun it. Let's go. Clips. Wait. Clips of my channel. Filter by all. Oh, you might have got away with it, chat. Oh, one of you did it. 31 seconds ago. Surely that's enough time.
Food. This is
Ham! Hi, Ham. Hello, Ham Raiders. Hope you guys are all good. Hope you guys are doing well. Are you guys jumping and shit? You guys are usually jumping and shit. That's what you usually do. Lots of jumping. My goat. My goat. We are currently in the middle of our... Did you just leak? No, Michaela! I'm so sorry! No! No, please! Don't kill me! I don't have the chat open on the second monitor that said I'm gonna go and overreact. No! No, please! No! No, I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! I didn't leak anything! I didn't... I freaked him out. I freaked him out. You're crazy for that. You are... Motherfucker goes, yep, I won. You're trolling. Alright, can we win the Wordle? Or whatever it's called, the M-Seedle, please? Can we win? Do we think it's Iron Golem? I actually don't think it's Iron Golem. But I'm metagaming. Because it was Iron Golem like a week ago? It was Iron Golem like a week ago, I swear. It's oxidized copper stairs? Yeah, you're right, actually. Also, I think it has 0.8 height. And 20 health, I want to say. I mean, I guess it is Iron Golem, but it was definitely... What the fuck? That shit was so funny. I forgot Lewis is low-key funny as fuck. I hate you, Michaela. If you're still here, that's such a backhanded compliment. You're such an asshole. You're such an asshole. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. That shit was so funny. I forget Lewis is low-key funny as fuck. What do you mean you forget? What do you mean you forget? That's so... So I'm not like you. So I'm usually a boring asshole? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Real talk though? Shut up! It's not real talk. I'm always funny and cool and epic and swag. Alright, fine. I'll trust you guys with Iron Golem. If you're wrong, I'm better. And if you're right, I'm still better. Okay, you guys were correct. Well done. But that means I'm still better. Just saying. I did say I did cover both bases there. Alright. Llama was the goated choice. Low-key, Llama sourced. Llama absolutely sourced us. That's so true. Even though this isn't even true. Right? This got changed? Because this says behavior neutral? So when was the edit history? Ooh! 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 Clint, you're correct. It's been suggested that this page split from Llama and Trader Llama. I believe that should be the case. Can I, discuss? Ooh, I can discuss it. Support. They are different mobs, so they should have different pages. Well done, guys. Per the reasons in the previous proposal, they haven't changed since then, and I don't feel like they're different enough now as a mob to warrant a split. If I put a carpet on a trader llama, it's revealed that it's just a llama. I can understand why donkey and mule are split because they're different animals. What would you say your threshold is for different enough? This indicates that... Bro! Wiki drama! Wiki drama! Wiki drama! Wiki drama! Holy shit! Dude! I don't see a reason for doing it. Trade the llama is just a llama with a hat. What the fuck, man? What do you mean? Yeah, of course. Mepsi, send it over. Yeah, they have completely different mechanics. I agree. Strong support. Oh, dude, this guy's just out here trolling. Strong support. I oppose the split because there's no reason why I should actually support the split. Because even though I do, in fact, support the split, the fact I have marked the comment with this with strongly support the split, regardless, shows that, yeah, this guy's just a troll. What the hell? This guy can't be allowed on the forums, man. This guy can't be allowed on the forums. This is what causes, like, Dude, this is... Oh! Dude, I was scrolling down. Support. Neutral. Support. Weak support. Soft support. Neutral. Support neutral. Wow! That is a lot of support. They need to split it, man! They gotta split that bitch! They gotta split that bitch, bro! They gotta split it! Like, what is this? We gotta fix this! Chat, I'm adding my support. I'm adding my support. Support neutral. They support on peaceful mode. I'm adding my support. Wait, hold on. How do I add... Yeah, where's my... I want to add a comment. How do I do... I don't understand how Wiki works, bro. I'm gonna be dead ass. Okay. And I quote, "This is llama tech I made when I was 17," from Matthew Mepsy, our mod. Llama tech. What's the tech? Oh, llama clock. It's a clock? That's quite funny. Surely one of them dies, though. World's most useless redstone clock. It only gives you like 20 pulses. And that's it. Keeps going until one dies. Like, yeah! Regen beacon? Oh, okay, now we're going... It has batteries. Surely this would work with, like, skeletons. Like, surely they get knocked back and go up a little bit, like... Duracell llama. Asmodeus, thank you for the 3 stream streak. Sorry if I said your name wrong. I hope I said it okay. Witch healing dispenser. Skeletons do more damage and have less health. Idiot. Okay. Alright, man. Charlie, thank you for the 3 stream streak as well. Yeah, dude, in my opinion, the fact that llamas have 2 different spawn eggs, they have different inventories, they have different behaviors as well. They have different spawn and despawn mechanics. And the fact that they have different behavior, like hostility-wise. I don't know. I think that they should be split. Anyway, that is mob number... this is only the mob. This is only the mob. I cannot believe this. It's an hour into stream. We have done 1 piece of content. The main thing IMO is the 2x2 advancement. That's big. You know what? That's actually quite big. Maybe I'll add that. Maybe I'll show my support and just say... Another big thing that's not been mentioned is the fact that... Shut up. Okay. What the hell, Austin? What the hell? What the hell? I was going to buy a drawing tablet and draw Snoopy just for you. Really badly, but try my best. And now I'm going to still do that, probably. Because I'm not an asshole. Okay, right. Chat. Can it be Pochico? I feel like if I draw it badly, then you're going to hate me, though. I'll try. I can't draw for shit. I just need to get a drawing tablet to do other things. Okay, block of the day, chat. Lock in. Peep game. What are we doing? I'm thinking... Oh, bone block is an amazing one. Omega, I'm stealing it, if that's okay with you. Bone block is a great shout. I like it a lot. Any Any vetoes? Any strongly disagrees? Yeah. Chat, you can't do Deep Slate Emerald Ore. You can't. Dio. Deep Slate There's no option. It's just Deep Slate. Chat, it's just Deep Slate. The ores are in the same ore thing. They're in the same block. Alright, okay, I don't care. You guys are crazy hating. I'm doing bone block. It's not fucking Deep Slate Emerald. That surely it can't be Deep Slate, right? There's no way. There's actually no way if you. It's Pikachu! It's Clefairy! Fuck! You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'll pick it for the chat. I'll let you guys have your fun. Yeah, stupid. Yeah, you stupid, silly guys. Stupid guys. Nice fucking get. That's what you said! Oh. You guys did this. We said Deep Slate Emerald Ore. Peter, you are of the most silly variety in the skull. Is it Blackstone? Probably not. No, it's gonna be Respawn Anchor. Probably. Could be Ancient Debris, yeah. Like, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be a Crying Obsidian, Netherite Block, Ancient Debris. Okay, chat. The fact that Iron Golem was there 2 weeks ago makes me think it might... that maybe there's a link between all three. So maybe this is all a repeat, and we had Crying Obsidian around about 2 weeks ago as well. No, but Iron Golem was too recent, Iskra. Iron Golem was too recent. Like 3 days ago? No, it was like a week and a half ago. Right? Right, do we have Netherite block? Block of Netherite is a thing. Debris, Respawn Anchor, and Crying Obby. Those are our options, right? All of those are 116 releases. And they all have the same... Do they all have the same hardness? And, blast resistance, I think? Face purple crying. Yo, shut up, face purple crying, bro. I'm gonna go with... I'm Team Debris or Netherite. The Respawn Anchor is stinky to me. Well, you know what? Let's just go for Debris. I like Debris. Netherrack Emerald or Peter Pebble. I swear to God, if you don't... Alright, fine. I'll do this just for Iskra. W! Well done. Nice hand. Deep Netherrack Emerald ore. Yeah, this is equivalent. This is equivalent. Items. Let's guess. Chat, yesterday I really enjoyed the end rod. You are so silly, Mepsi Zero. Do you think an end rod is a block or an item?
This is food. This
Sailing
is
Games,
beans.
thank you very much for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. I can hold it. You can hold blocks. Like, you're so... you can also hold this fucking L. Slade and Raiden. Hope you had a good one. Hope you had a great stream, dude. I like the idea of chorus fruit. I like the idea of chorus fruit. I'm not sure about popped chorus fruit. I'm gonna go chorus fruit on this once. No! Both of these aren't great, are they? Okay, I've changed my mind. Beetroot seeds. Fixed my creeper farm AFK spot and worked on some storage room stuff. Was fun. Very cool. Very swag. No, chat, I want to go beetroot seeds. Because I think that we can get like... It's better on the sources and usages, okay? We're gonna go beetroot seeds. Non-renewable item. Or partially at best. But probably none. Now we're cooking. Now we got somewhere. That's a good guess. It's a good guess. Non-renewable? Like... Netherite scrap? Raw gold, raw iron. That's renewable. You are smoking crack, Mepsy. Me when I lie. Okay, my fault. I got trolled. I got trolled. No, okay, you win. My fault. I jumped in too soon. I have to do adult things, dude. I agree. I hate them too. Appreciate it, man. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the raid once again. Netherite scrap has, like, one use, though. Right? Should I do netherite ingot instead? I should do netherite ingot instead, shouldn't I? Because it has at least 2 usages. It's got, like, 2 usage, 1 source. Netherite scrap has... Oh, no. Netherite scrap... Oh, no, sorry. 2 usage, 2 source. My fault. Ingot. Who cares? Who cares? The animals are dying. The world is overheating. And we're worrying about how Fulham pronounces the word ingot? Really? Is that what we're doing? Okay, man. Alright. Sorry that I pronounced it incorrectly in your mind. Maybe stop flying around in your private jet and the animals will have a chance. Fuck, you're so right. You're actually so correct. Wait, what about netherite upgrade? That's 1 point... What? 20? It's everyone doing ace race. Them goddamn libberballs. Netherite upgrade is renewable? Not. You haven't got unlimited diamonds in a world. Diamonds aren't renewable. It's not an infinite resource. Can't even do ace race because of woke. Right, netherite ingot, netherite upgrade, netherite scrap. I think all of these are good. Also, all of the raw materials are good. Like raw iron, raw gold, raw... Okay, just those 2. But I like netherite ingot. I like netherite ingot. Because it's 2 and 2 and it'll give us a little bit more information. 4 and 2? Oh, smithing and upgrading a difference? Oh, smithing and repairing. Okay. And beacons. I forgot about beacons, to be fair. It's definitely raw gold based on source. What are the sources of raw gold? Mining? Crafting. Why can't it be raw iron? Why can't it be raw copper? Usage is different? Raw copper has, like, one use. Like, smelt. Raw gold has 2 usage. Smelt and piggling. Raw iron has 1 use? Smelt? Oh, and crafting. Sorry. Yeah, and blocks. So it's 2, 3, 2, right? 2 for raw copper and raw iron, and a 3 for raw gold. So it could be any of them. Let's guess one of the 2s. I like raw copper. Because if it's ambiguous, we know it's this. If it's not ambiguous, we know it's this. We're going to go copper. Cool. Alright. W. We did it. We did it. We did it, chat. We did it. Alright. So yeah, we've gone through the Dylan DC14 thing. Sorry. Sorry, I had to read Mepsi's DM, and sometimes that motherfucker can be quite funny. I'm gonna be honest. That man can be quite funny occasionally. I have some more rage bait for you. How is Madueke in the forwards box? We're also taking Angel Gomez. We're not taking Wharton. We're taking Rico Lewis and Livramento. Colwill over... Oh my god, we're not taking... Well, Branthwaite might be injured though, isn't he? Is Branthwaite injured for like a month? I'll give it a little bit of... like, give him a little bit of slack for that. Noni Madueke. Really? I mean, sure. No John Ginn. Alright, chat, we're actually going to go into the rage bait now. I got told yesterday by none other than our good friend, OK Cobalt, that there was a very good video that I've not seen. It's a legitimate palette cleanser. Sorry, I quote, "Have you seen another serious critique of Minecraft? A legitimate palette cleanser for this video. Actually substantive critiques of the game." So it's probably not rage bait, this one. I actually think it's going to be good critiques, which is great. I think that's pretty good, in my opinion. So I've got the video. It's here. Make sure you guys... You guys can watch along. You guys can click the video. You guys can click subscribe and like. And we are going to see how it is. Alright. Let's hope this is a good video, chat.
Like so many others, I felt the urge to return to... It happened again. Like so many others, I felt the urge to return to Minecraft. Some people call this phenomena the 2-week Minecraft phase. Some people have an expression. You never really quit Minecraft, you just take long breaks. I think we will be playing this game forever. But Minecraft has changed. It's still in dev. It released over a decade ago, but it never stopped being made. And perhaps it never will. Perhaps today's survival mode is merely the alpha for the game it'll be in another 15 years. So every time we come back now, there's something new to chew on. Sometimes something good, like the new Nether and all its beautiful new biomes, or the bees, the new cherry forests, or the doubled world depth and all the new caves. In some ways, Minecraft has never been better than it is today. But the truth is, in recent years, I found my playthroughs ending earlier than intended. Projects left unfinished, a growing apathy, and my long breaks getting longer. What happened? Oh my god, is Minecraft bad? No, you didn't need me to tell you that. I don't even know if Minecraft can be bad, because it is not one game, it is many, as it is freely changed by mods and servers and extreme playstyles that have you build a country out of string, or exploit the game until it bleeds. There is no universal critique of Minecraft, but I am here to tell you that there is one Minecraft with problems, and that they matter.
Okay. Already a pretty big first minute of the video. Seems pretty sensible to me. Nothing here that has been said is rage bait for me. Nothing has been like inherently bad. He's basically said Minecraft is whatever you make it, but recently I've been finding that personally I've been enjoying it less. That's fine. And that is normal. That happens. And even his comeback phases are less often or less fruitful than he might have enjoyed, which I understand as well. I very much hope that he's able to find some solace and maybe, you know, enjoy his Minecraft experience or end up not playing it again. I don't know. I'm interested to see where this goes.
Because this Minecraft...
I also like his voice. He's got a really nice voice. This person sounds like he could do readings of 19th century dark romanticism poetry. Yeah, that's... You said what I said, but with more nice words.
is the one it is to most, the default experience, and because I believe what they say is true, that we will be here again, that we will be playing this game forever. We'll start with the simplest problems, that some of the many things Mojang have piled atop Minecraft's timeless core just aren't very good. Indeed, when it comes to Minecraft updates, it is becoming harder to miss the voices of disappointment, with mobs who rarely spawn, who are not worth the effort to seek, foods with no meaningful difference from any other, blocks that do little more for the average player than cluttering their increasingly strained inventory space.
I don't think any of this criticism is that unfounded. I would agree with the majority of this, what he said in this, you know, in the last 30 seconds. Like, I think that the blocks cluttering inventory space, sure, that's a little bit annoying. That's definitely the weakest point, in my opinion. But I definitely understand the whole mobs that don't add much benefit and aren't worth finding, right? Like, I don't know when the last important mob was added. Was it the piglin? Very, very possibly. It may well have been the piglin. Warden? Warden! Warden's a... Yeah, Warden, 100%. Yeah, you're definitely correct. 100% you're correct. Blocks cluttering inventory is a bigger critique of the inventory system, and I believe that they're trying to fix it with the use of bundles. And I think that that's a very strong way of nullifying the exact point that's being made here. Because inventory clutter doesn't mean your inventory's full, and that specifically is what the bundle tries to do. When you have those stacks of blocks that have, like, 2 things, like, I picked up 3 diorite here, but it takes up a whole space in my inventory. But with a bundle, it would be able to put into 1 slot, which I think is very cool. And hopefully they full release bundles soon. Although they do feel quite easy to get. I feel like the current crafting recipe might be a little bit too easy. I don't want it to be hard. I don't want it to be even like a mid-game thing. I do want it to be an early game material. But I think it's like 1 string and 1 leather at the moment. I feel like it should just be like, I don't know, 2 strings, 7 leather or something. Like, something that's a tiny bit more challenging. That's all. Like, but yeah, the mobs that are too difficult or too useless to seek out, like,
Very good, indeed.
I disagree with ruin portals.
When it comes to Minecraft updates, it is becoming harder to miss the voices of disappointment, with mobs who rarely spawn, who are not worth the effort to seek.
And I understand this as well. Like, I know the majority of people do not gaff about a sniffer. I guess they're talking about the fact that the eggs are quite rare to find in the wild.
Foods with no meaningful difference from any other. Blocks.
And that's also true. Like, there's no reason for me to go and have 5 different foods in my inventory.
Foods.
I would be having a stack of steak, probably, or a stack of golden carrots, and then maybe a stack of golden apples or something. Like, sniffer eggs are great for parkour. Most ham sandwiches pilled message of all time, actually, maybe. I don't even know what a sniffer does. It's kind of in the name, brother. They sniff. I don't mind some things about in Minecraft being useless. I agree.
No meaningful difference from any other. Blocks that do little more for the average player than cluttering their increasingly strained inventory space. Resources like amethyst and copper for the 3 people who think what's really missing from their latest build is a different texture of purple or a brown block that could be a blue block instead.
Unnecessary critique there. Like, yeah, sure. If you want to say, oh, yeah, we've added amethyst, it doesn't do anything, don't pick it up. That one's unnecessary. If you don't care, don't use it. Some people have really appreciated the copper stuff, especially for the fact that it's a block that can oxidize, like you're talking about. I think that makes it a completely unique experience. And you know, honeycomb, it provides not only another use for bees, because you're able to get the honeycomb that can stop the oxidization process, but also it allows for different colors that we haven't seen. We don't have like an orange block like that, or even an intermediate stage of oxidization. Sure, this might look a little bit like prismarine when you've got it all the way to the end, but copper also now has grates and doors and trapdoors and stairs and other things like that, which I think is really good. Yeah, 1.21 gave copper way more potential. Exactly. This was 3 months ago, which is before 121? Just, I want to say. So maybe this is pre-trial spawner update?
There are new systems like
snapshots were out. Yeah, okay, true.
Archaeology, which introduce an entirely new way of interacting with blocks. You can right-click on a select view in specific locations to access largely disappointing rewards. There are new trading mechanics that skirt the line of helping the game by encouraging farming, or bringing new value to previously worthless resources, and harming the game by making it easy and tempting to get ahead in the least interesting ways possible. Some profoundly dull routine made to squeeze the bestest gear from a series of 2D interfaces. And then there are the dungeons, dungeons, damned to the fate of being just fine, by explicitly decentering what's interesting about Minecraft to instead revolve around its just fine combat system, and all suffering from a problem with reward, that the amount of ways to get loot has far outpaced the quality of loot in the game. A music disc frustratingly likely to be unlistenable. Horse armor, so that the horse you might not have won't die in the fights it never gets into. Something easily found elsewhere like seeds, gold, or iron. Enchanted armor that's worse than what you've got. Or maybe something good. But even if that's so, like an enchanting book or strong enchanted armor, there is a remarkable lack of interesting enchantments in Minecraft. The drought of loot is only equaled by
Yeah, these critiques got worse. He's spitting about the enchants? How? There's been like, I don't know, I want to say like 10 new enchants in the last 3 updates? And most people don't even know what they're for. And you think that's a problem? Oh, there's not enough enchants. We just added like 5 new ones. A lot of the enchants were 1.21. True. So I'm going to take it to the point where this is recorded in 1.20.6 or whatever the most recent 1.20 snapshot was, update was. And it probably took a while to make. So it probably was released or made before the snapshots. So I'll cut it some slack. But I again disagree.
It's confusion. Hard dungeons sometimes contain strong rewards, but sometimes have little more to offer you than the color of the blocks they're made from. Jungle temples are easy.
We're shitting on monuments now as well?
And the loot inside is weak. Desert temples are easy, and the loot inside is strong. So strong,
Is it?
in fact, that you'll probably get more loot from temples on the way to a woodland mansion than you'll get inside the woodland mansion. What players are
I'm falling asleep with all the Woodland Mansion slander. Sure, I think it could do with a tweak. There are other structures that need to be tweaked first. This was added to provide you a way to interact with the new illagers before raids existed. This was given to us in 1.11 when raids were not a thing. It's always an argument that people use. Woodland Mansions are useless. They weren't for like 3 updates. For like 2.5 years, this was the only way you could get a totem. And that was huge. Then raids came out, made it slightly easier because of a new mechanic. That's how the game progresses.
best served by this direction. Is there direction? There is no doubt. Minecraft has never contained more mediocre. A lot of the new stuff just isn't very good. And as it piles on, the game bloats, growing bigger, but not much deeper. That being said, their mechanical intrusions are relatively limited, and pale in comparison to something more immaterial about the ways Minecraft has changed. There has been a vibe shift. The overworld is filled to the brim with thriving intelligent life, factions both friendly and hostile. New villager mechanics make the involvement of villagers in a given run likely. The oceans are now ruled by a race of sentient pufferfish, the nether by a race of sentient pigs, the ruins of people recently dead or lost long ago, shipwrecks, temples, nether portals, trail ruins, ancient cities and mineshafts have spread to the point that it's now harder not to find yourself near the memories of someone else, and the overt impossibility of world generation has been tamed, though not completely, in favor of more believable representations of geography.
I don't know the I don't know what he's saying here. He's just kind of saying long sentences that don't really say a whole lot. I'm gonna be honest. He's just trying to say, like, this is me filling the word count in my 10,000 word essay at this point.
Minecraft has never been or felt more normal, and its lonely, dreamlike surrealism, the feelings evoked by the game's early development, and that were solidified by its soundtrack into an affecting atmosphere, has greatly thinned, which is disappointing, not because it has changed, but because it was unique, and it has been traded for something familiar. And
Do you think it's more familiar for the fact that you might have played it for 12 years? Like, I don't really understand this point. Like,
More so for the fact that Minecraft doesn't do something familiar well. There is lore now, but no consistency for which things have lore, or for how much the lore is meant to explain. And in fact, the lore doesn't seem willing to explain much of the game we actually experience at all. Are we meant to ask?
okay, I apologize. I can see now maybe what he's trying to say. I didn't really understand the point of the past, like, minute and a half. But he's saying, like, the connections between the things don't make a lot of sense. Like, I don't know, drowned and guardians and piglins and pillagers, illagers, villagers, and then ruined portals and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Questions about why woodland mansions are comically large or so dark that creepers spawn besides the pillagers? Are we meant to ask why creepers spawn from darkness? If the lore can only explain a small fraction of what the game is, and in this case that would seem inevitable, then how will it ever create an actual sense of history, or make me believe that I'm in a genuine narrative universe? But as I am relentlessly reminded that's what Minecraft is now meant to be, the world can no longer be what I imagine it to be.
Is that what Minecraft is trying to remind you to do? Is that really true? Like, like, I don't know, man. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. No, I would, again, Minecraft's a canvas, really, man. Like, it's a place to tell your own story rather than it is to try and read into the game's story itself. There's no inherent lore within Minecraft, I don't really think. But maybe there is, and if you want to read into it, I think you can. And there's probably going to be plot holes in that storyline or hypothetical storyline, because I don't think it exists. I think you're going to have to make leaps and bounds in the same way that fucking game theory would, or something like that. It's like, maybe there are gaps that you need to fill with your own imagination, right? Like, why do the creepers spawn? You might have to explain that. Or, you know, or you might have to give yourself an explanation for that. And if you can't, don't read into the lore that much. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think that this critique is not particularly relevant for the average player. Like, if you stumble across a ruined portal, you're not going to think, oh, wow, someone was in my world before. Or maybe you will. But does that matter? Does that make the game worse? Whereas before it was like, you just, you know, ran around and didn't see anything? I don't know.
You certainly don't need lore to tell you that dragons are cool. Or pets. But what if a dragon could be your pet, and you could dress it up and... Okay, back to Dragon Minecraft. Another problem is that the lore tends not to be very...
Went from dragon to dragon. Nice. I like that.
good. There is little in the way of tonal direction or thematic direction, and very little in the way of fresh ideas. A fallen civilization, a buried evil. These are simplistic entries into a well-worn category. Sometimes it handles mystery well. Ancient cities slick with an infesting darkness, loomed over by an unlit portal in the shape of a closed eye. That's a hook. But it's also something Minecraft usually fails to present. That thing that makes me want to know more. The cosmic.
Sure, there have been some misses in my eyes. Like, I would agree that certain things have been a little bit mediocre. I think archaeology is just has never been that great or interesting or fun. However, is it that bad? No. it's not in your face intrusive like you have to do this. The things you might quote unquote have to do in your Minecraft playthrough that you obviously don't have to do, but like the majority of people do, is the nether and the end. And I think both of those are great. Oh, excuse me, Trap. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm clearly coming from a point of bias of the fact that this is a game that I really enjoy and I play very frequently. But yeah, I don't really know.
Lovecraftian mythos Minecraft first established for itself with the End and the Endermen worked because it fit the game's lonely, dreamlike character. And for the same reason, it didn't seem to need an explanation. But as that vibe erodes, the End is increasingly laid bare as kinda mid-Lovecraft stuff that is, for some reason, ruled by a random dragon, and that is, for some reason, the end to Minecraft.
I mean, this guy's definitely written a script, put it through ChatGPT and said like, yo, can you change every other word to the most underused thesaurus entry for this word, please? I don't know.
Do lore, just make it good, because if you don't, all you've done is lose something special. The game has moved towards realism, perhaps out of a desire to educate children, but the lack of an intuitive rule for when the game will be unrealistic leads to a sense of artistic confusion, and the reduction of any educational benefit. What child could tell that diorite is a real mineral, but that farm animals don't actually appear in intermingling herds in the wild? Breeding still encourages inbreeding. Domestic cats still magically terrify creepers, and below ground,
My fault. Minecraft is helping children learn, but it's encouraging inbreeding between animals. Like, fuck, man, that is, out of all the critiques I could have heard in this video, inbreeding was not one of them that I was thinking.
caves are more fantastical than ever. The borders between the real and the surreal feel arbitrary. Minecraft has not moved from one direction to another, but from direction to directionlessness. Directionlessness of art, atmosphere, and fiction were once problems reserved for mod packs. Now it means almost nothing to feel vanilla, and Minecraft's vibe is little more than being chill. The music still hits, but not quite as hard, because the truth is, it was written for a different game. Perhaps there is a lesson here about the perils of forever dev, continuing to push a game forwards with no destination. If you expect to be working on the same game in 10, 20, 30 years, might it be better to avoid establishing a clear vision today so that it does not become a prison for the you in the future? Can direction and perpetual development coexist? I don't know. Maybe it's not that simple. It rarely is. Bloated and confused by directionless expansion, frustrated by performance that somehow finds another cliff to fall off with every passing year, it's no surprise that a large faction of the Java player base have chosen to abandon all the good things about modern Minecraft for the simplicity and focus of the old days. For many,
Run that sentence back for me.
all the good things about it's no surprise that a large faction of the Java player base have chosen to abandon all the good things about modern Minecraft for the simplicity and focus of the old days.
A large faction of the Java Minecraft. How many people do you think are playing on beta Minecraft? How many people do you think are playing on beta 1.7? Like, be so sensible with me. How many people do you think are watching beta 1.7? It's not a large faction. We can't be talking about large faction. Like, we're lying. It's got to be, you know, how many people play this game monthly? Like 10 million, 15 million, 20 million? To say like more than, I would say, what, 20,000 play beta 1.7 every month? No chance. No chance. I can't see how people would. I know some people will, and I can understand some of the benefits of that. But 99% of players play on the newest version. Done. That's it. Or maybe 98%. About 1% of people, or like, I don't know, maybe 0.5% or whatever, probably play 116.1 because they do speedruns. And it's the fastest version in basically every accord. Another percentage of people probably just play the version that their world is in. 1.8 has motion. Of course it does. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. So maybe we have to reduce it to 95%. And a small portion play 116, a small portion play 1.8 because of the PvP update, you know, for things like Hypixel or faction servers or whatever. And then some people will play on whatever version they first put their world into. So maybe they've been playing on a world for 5 years, it's on 1.16 or 1.15 or whatever, and that's just the version that they've stayed at. And that's fair as well. But there are more people doing that than are playing beta. There are more people doing any of the above than playing beta. That's it. That's the whole truth. 100%. I do not understand how we can say that there's a large faction playing beta. I feel like that is twisting the narrative. Because you notice he didn't say a large percentage. He said a large faction. So a large group of people. How big's a large group of people? What, 500 people? If 500 people is a large group of people that play old beta, sure. You can say that. It's misleading. It's misleading. Did he say large fraction? I thought he said large faction, so like a large group.
Abandon all the good things about modern Minecraft for the simplicity and focus of the old days. To fall off with every passing year, it's no surprise that a large fraction of the Java players.
Oh, I actually can't tell. If he said a large fraction, it's even more misleading. Because it's a lie. If he said large faction, meaning large group, it's just misleading. Because, sure, 500 people might be a large group, but when there's 19,990,500 people playing 1.21, then it's not a large proportion, is it? I don't think I'm nitpicking for rage. I think this is a very important thing. He's being misleading in what he's saying. He's saying lore bad. I have to play with structures on all the time because I like some of the lore but not all of it. Also, beta 1.7 was better.
Player base have chosen to abandon all the good things about modern Minecraft for the simplicity and focus of the old days. For many, the version of choice is beta 1.7.3, just before the addition of sprinting and hunger and structures. Mod packs like Better Than Adventure seek to continue Minecraft's development within the early game's tighter focus, and communities like Golden Age Minecraft have formed around a shared
Yeah, okay, there we go. 55k members. Sure. This is the people playing on beta 1.8 and being happy about it. Good, good. I'm glad that you guys are happy with that. That's fine. That's good. It's up to you. I wouldn't personally, but go for it. That's cool. I don't think that inherently makes the current version bad. I don't know.
ambition to restore something lost. There is a trap here, I'm sure you sense it, of empty nostalgia, rose-tinted glasses, where old game different becomes old game good to prove new game bad. But I believe there are things worth learning from the way Minecraft used to be. For me, I like to go—
He's noticed the point that I was attempting to make, and he's gonna debunk it now, which is good. Okay, I'm here to listen for this bit. Here we go.
All the way back to alpha. I like the bright green. Reminds me of my first world and those first Minecraft videos ever uploaded to YouTube. Like everyone else, I fondly remember the first time I experienced the perfectly balanced canvas. A world divided into blocks that were not too small to make building something significant, tedious, or intimidating, and neither too big to impose overly severe limitations on the player's creative vision. Minecraft made remaking the physical world in the player's image easy. It digitized Lego. It was always going to be the success it came to be. But how do you make a sandbox into a game? This was the task of survival mode, and it was during Minecraft's alpha that its design began to solidify into something truly effective. The first night, you spawned into your world, and the sun was going down. You had 10 minutes. When night fell, the overworld was home to monsters. This was a time before sprint mechanics made you faster than your enemies, or shields allowed you to diminish the threat of creepers and skeletons. Being outside without light made death a
So we just wanted to make the game harder?
matter of time. So don't be. Rush to make tools from wood, then from stone. Find coal to make light, and build yourself a shelter. Night was a kick up the arse to interact with Minecraft's core feature.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's massively different now. Like, sure, you say rush to go and get light and then make a shelter. You can still do that now and it achieves the same thing. I don't get it. I don't see what the difference is. I mean, this to me doesn't make a great point.
Contrary to a popular misconception, the reason it worked so well was not because it was hard, but rather...
Fuck, okay, he's read me like a book there. Alright, here we go. I apologize. No, this is good. If he's predicting what I'm gonna say, then that means he's going to debunk what I have to think. So that's good. This is clearly he's thinking of the most obvious things and about to debunk it, which is good, which is great. This is a very good thing.
Because it struck a very particular balance. It was hard enough that it had to be addressed, but easy enough that it could be addressed in almost any way. When you
That just is the same as now, though. That is the same as now. Hello? You've even got more options on how to address it now. Right? You've got more options on how to address it now. If you want to use a shield. If you want to just dig down. If you want to build a shelter. If you want to use a bed. You still have to address the dangers, but there's even more ways of doing it now than there were before. Which is... Am I wrong in that's what he said?
Had to be addressed, but easy enough that it could be addressed in almost any way.
Yeah.
When you motivate building, the danger is that the motivation creates specific demands that players feel beholden to meeting, and ultimately work to stifle creativity. Not night. It provoked a solution, but not a specific one. And so it was not just night that you were solving, but also the vastly more interesting problem of realizing your creative ambitions and desires. Some people made a hole in a wall, or a house from a cave, or from wood or dirt, near a beach or atop a mountain. Everybody made something. If extrinsic motivation comes from the game and intrinsic motivation comes from you, then night was an extrinsic spark for an intrinsic flame, and as a spark it remained effective. Once you had a basic foundation you were safe, but being stuck inside a hut or a hole in a cave for half the game wasn't exactly appealing, so you'd better continue to build. Make it nicer and bigger. Expand your region of influence with light and secondary structures. Before long you could build through the night without interruption, but danger remained in the distant dark, a grim possibility waiting in the peripheral, a constant, quiet whisper, a motive to keep going. Minecraft understood the nature of creativity. Some people will always motivate themselves.
I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know what the difference is between now and then in this exact example. Like, this is still exactly what it is today. I don't know. I don't really get it. I mean, it's just you still have the requirement of building shelter before you sleep, or before the nighttime, because there is danger, and sure, that danger can be protected by a shield. It's not going to protect you permanently. And eventually in the daytime you will expand your reach in the same way that you could do in alpha. I don't get it. I'm
For others, it's difficult to provoke in a vacuum, but it's a runaway thing. If you can motivate someone to lay the foundation, they'll more easily motivate themselves to do the rest. Another example was farming. Health did not regenerate, so food to heal was necessary, and increasingly so as mining expeditions became more ambitious over time. Farmed food could also be stacked, where slaughtered food could not be. The most reliable means of getting food was farming, and
Huh. You know what? That's a very interesting point. That's a very interesting point. And you know what? I kind of don't hate it. Just to bring that up, saying like slaughtered food couldn't be stacked and farmed food could. I think that's quite interesting. I think that is quite interesting for the fact that I don't know. I think that's a valid point. Like,
be stacked, where slaughtered food could not be. The most reliable means of getting food was farming, and farming necessarily meant building. Perhaps it'd be nothing more than a wall and a trench, but with that there, perhaps it had become much more. You see, survival mode was not about survival. It didn't have survival mechanics. It was
you have to eat even if you don't take damage, adding a bit more difficulty. Yeah, that's true. Although now obviously sprinting as a mechanic is very, very helpful in comparison to like the mobs being, you know, arguably more difficult in alpha because you couldn't just run away from them. I see the point. And equally, you can eat and get to full and it will regen you a lot of hearts, right? It's not a one-to-one trade in the same way that it is on older versions where you eat a steak and it gives you 4 hearts. Whereas now, if you ate a steak up to full hunger, it will refill your entire thingy bar.
It wasn't trying to evoke the constant tension of the survival genre. Instead, survival was the context for incentives that told you, firmly at first, softly soon after, to engage with Minecraft's mechanical strengths. It did that very well. And the simple fact is, it's easier to make design effective when there is nothing else there that threatens to distract it. Sometimes, well, what else are you gonna do? Can be a valuable question. Another strength of Minecraft's alpha was its gripping story. What? Of course, Minecraft never had a story. Back then, it didn't even have lore. But games, well, they're not beholden to what is written. We inhabit their fiction, experience their worlds, and fulfill their roles, and a word need not be spoken. It's not a matter of some secret genius. It's simple. It's that the average Minecraft run reliably shared certain experiences, and would often go on to take the form of a basic and universal narrative shape. A soft narrative, if you like. I do believe that once upon a time,
I don't think the lore back then was better because it didn't have the Ender Dragon sort of thing. Like the things that have been added. I mean, back then, I guess what he's trying to say is the lore was simple and you had to build your own story, right? It was just monsters come out at night or from dark. That's it. Now we've got the Nether and we've got different factions in the overworld, and then, you know, we've got water creatures and the end and stuff like that. And I understand that maybe that is a bit overwhelming if you jumped from alpha to 1.21, but that's not how the game developed. The game didn't go from this is this to we've added everything else. It slowly progressed. And I think that is a core difference to making these comparisons, because you can't just say that we went from this level to this level, because all of the steps in between took a long time, and people loved the game throughout these periods as well, where the Nether was just introduced and the Ender Dragon, you know, there was no outer end, for example. The end dimension was the boss fight, and that was sort of it. And that was great for a very long time. And then that got updated to an extra part. And that's cool as well. It added more features, it added more things, and I don't think that any of these single updates were inherently bad. But when you're comparing the start to the end without comparing the jumps in between, because it wasn't one step, it was a steady ramp of increase, and some of the ramp was very much flat because of the amount of the amount of updates at certain periods of time was not very many. For example, adding slightly bloating features, like, in my opinion, archaeology was not particularly great. But the point of the matter is, it took a long-ass time, and when it does take that extended period of time, it shouldn't be compared in a simple this version versus this version. Because you're skipping all of the bits in between. Where in 1.9, the biggest update was the combat system, not the fact that or I guess the outer end if you're playing on single player. But the update wasn't there just to do that. Or sorry, the update wasn't from alpha to, oh my god, we've added everything. Each individual step added something, which in my opinion made the game more deep rather than more wide. Certain points have made the game more wide than deep, and I think that those are not the best. But for example, I think Trial Chambers are a great new addition. Ancient Cities are a great new addition. Outer End is a great new addition. Certain things, not so much. But that's the balance you have to get. And you can definitely critique certain bits of Minecraft. And I've definitely agreed with parts of this video in saying some bits kind of feel a bit bloaty and there's no real need for them. And that's fair. That's a fair critique. Right now, this point in saying the story versus the lore, and you had to make all the story yourself back then and you don't do that now, I think that's not too true.
Of course, Minecraft never had a story. Back then, it didn't even have lore. But games, well, they're not beholden to what is written. We inhabit their fiction, experience their worlds, and fulfill their roles, and a word need not be spoken. It's not a matter of some secret genius. It's simple. It's that the average Minecraft run reliably shared certain experiences, and would often go on to take the form of a basic and universal narrative shape. A soft narrative, if you like.
But if it's taking a basic universal narrative, that is, in my opinion, abhorrently different to what we have today. We have so many different styles of Minecraft. So many different things in the newer versions than we did in the olden versions. We're talking the adventure maps are entirely different. Hell, look at Crafty Masterman. Made Geometry Dash in Minecraft. You couldn't have done that in fucking Alpha. You couldn't have done that in 1.6. You couldn't have done that in 1.9. All of the different things that have been developed don't have just one single storyline. And that's what Alpha did have. And if that's something that you enjoyed, then sure, the basic game is better for you, and I'm glad that you found that out. But for me, the number of different storylines is what's amazing now. The number of different little mini games, or the number of different game modes, or the number of different styles and the ways you can take the game. Be if that's you're doing 1,000 days of a hardcore world and you've got your mega base and blah blah blah, your next project is this, that, and the other, and you want to build this massive storage system, castle, redstone machine, whatever it is. Great. That's you playing on your world and you're running through it. And some people speedrun, like myself. It's like you take the game in a whole different narrative. Because you're making the story yourself more than you are the game making it for you. And I think that was the case back then because there was no real... There was only very, very simple encouragement. Now, there's as much encouragement as you want to take, but there's more options that you can build that encouragement on top of, right? So you're going from, here is the very obvious thing that I need to fix, which is the nighttime, and there is one very obvious way of fixing said thing. Hey, Akko. Now, there's maybe one very obvious thing to fix, but then there's 5 new things that you can... Nah, Akko, you spitting, bro. It's fuck, man. You my little freak. You my little freak. Akko, you free on the 7th of September? Send you a link in Discord DMs. Yeah. So I think that now people are able to take the game in more directions. And for that, I think that's a good thing. Sure, before everyone kind of had a universal path. And I don't think that's and I understand the nostalgia benefit of that and like the camaraderie of that. That path still exists today. But there are just more paths that you can take. So I think that's good.
I do believe that once upon a time, Minecraft's soft narrative was pronounced. The beginning, tension and danger. A lost man dropped into an eerie world with 10 minutes to live. Embodying the behavior of a vulnerable, primitive human, you crafted primitive tools from wood and rocks in an attempt to meet your immediate physical needs. Then, according to the mechanical incentives of the game, but also as a reaction against the emotions of the beginning, you would move beyond survival. You would thrive. This progression was a basic inevitability of the mechanics at hand.
This all makes
sense. It
sense.
Felt right as a fulfillment of a journey.
But equally, that's what happens today as well. That's what happens today as well. I don't think that a new player would not do exactly this in 1.21 as well. And I don't think that a new player would do exactly this in 1.5 and 1.9 and 1.12 and 1.16. Like every step of the way in between these two examples, the extremes that we're comparing, the immediate thing that you need to battle is the nighttime. That's just what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly the main part that you need to battle.
Thrive could mean anything, but it's no coincidence that people tended to build castles instead of cottages back then. Things that aren't practically useful but nevertheless feel right as a reaction to the world. Diamonds were especially effective, because they're not just strong. Diamonds are a symbol of wealth and opulence. To have them represents an absolute reversal of status from the crude wooden tools with which your journey began. A fitting climax, a satisfying end. People would make a point of putting their diamonds on display and hiding them from thieves who would never really come. Surviving to thriving was the soft narrative of the average Minecraft playthrough. Fulfilling it brought us...
I don't see what the difference is to that between, like, you know, 1.21 hardcore videos. I genuinely believe that that is entirely the same. Just going from day 1 to day 100, going from nothing to riches, that's exactly what most normal playthroughs are still like. And were still like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Every step of the way in between.
A certain amount of satisfaction, finishing it a certain amount of closure, and I'd argue it served as its own motive to express creativity, to experience Minecraft at its best. It's a complicated thing to return to Alpha. One fears that it was all just nostalgia. It's a beautiful thing to realize that some of the magic was always there, written into the code. And yet, Alpha is an alpha. It's a small and limited experience. Focused, yes, but there's only so creative you can be with a handful of blocks. Only so deep you can dig. Only so much to discover. And Alpha had its flaws. Old cave gen too heavily encouraged mind-numbing techniques to maximize efficiency.
Okay.
And since you always respawned at the world spawn, the actual punishment for death was a dice roll. Day meant you could safely return. Night meant being repeatedly killed or hiding in a dirt hole for 10 minutes. Minecraft's Alpha was an alpha. I'm not saying go back. I'm saying I understand why people do, and that I believe in these earlier versions of the game, we find evidence that Minecraft might have started making the wrong decisions a long time ago. This year, Beds turned 13 years old. That's too old for most Minecraft YouTubers to sleep with, of course, but for the rest of it...
Man, that's 2 for 2 on nostalgia ragebait videos, making jokes about underage children. That's fucking crazy. Like, okay, bro. Alright, man.
Turned 13 years old. That's too old for most Minecraft YouTubers to sleep with, of course, but for the rest of us, it has been 13 years since the dying of the night. The first thing I want to say is, I get it. I get why Mojang made night skippable. It was effective design, but it wasn't perfect. Let's say you make a world knowing exactly what you want to build, with all the motivation to see it through. For you, night is nothing but a hindrance. Or perhaps you'd like to explore the overworld unimpeded. Night makes that impossible. Also, monsters are scary, and small children are a billion-dollar audience. I get it. Night had the potential to be limiting. Fine. So limit night back. It was the function that mattered, not the form, and Mojang could always find some other way to do what night did. I won't bother with the spoiler alert, guys. That's not quite what happened. The delicate art of creating a video game makes different elements of design interdependent. If you carelessly remove one, others may break or stop making sense, so what would have been ideal is a surgical approach. Instead, Mojang dropped an atomic bomb on Night and didn't bother to clean up the debris. Beds were not a mid-game unlock that would keep the first night intact but quickly allow experienced players to move beyond it. They were not something you could choose to activate like bonus chests before world generation. And they made no attempt to contribute a first step incentive of their own, perhaps by requiring a shelter to be housed in. Beds were a part of the default experience, they were realistically achievable within minutes, not hours, and you could place them in the middle of an open field. Of course, monsters don't matter if you're asleep before they can spawn, and you're encouraged to behave this way. If you're asleep before they can spawn, you don't have to deal with burning mobs or creepers in the morning.
Yeah, not an awful point. Like, I kind of see what he's saying here. The bed sort of removes all of the difficulty of the nighttime. And it is quite easy to make and easy to find. And also the feature of the fact that when you sleep, mobs don't spawn overnight is admittedly a bit of a weird one. That's very true. Like, why, if I'm asleep for 10 minutes, or, you know, I'm asleep for the Minecraft night, no mobs spawn. But if I'm awake for the Minecraft night, all the mobs spawn. That's confusing. That's weird. And I don't think Minecraft will ever change that. But they're not wrong. I kind of get it. I kind of see the vision here. I kind of understand.
So the night has been erased. The first night has been erased, and because of that, the default ambition of the first day is to do nothing more than to get your hands on a bed, a rote and emotionless routine that either involves walking into a village and stealing one, or finding 3 sheep to punch. And with that, we can wave goodbye to our soft narrative. From here on, the only function the day-night cycle serves is to demand at a brisk pace of 6 times an hour that you right-click on a bed. That's not a challenge, it's a repetitive inconvenience, whether you're building or exploring, or if you're on a server, doing anything, because everyone on the server needs to be asleep at the same time. But even if you're in a position to ignore the pressure to sleep, like a
My react, Andy. Look, when ragebait comes across my desk in the morning, I can't just throw it into the shredder. I have to make sure that I
single
tend
player
to my
mining
work.
run, Mojang will literally send a squadron of attack drones after you if you ignore the pressure too many times. You might wonder then, why the day-night cycle is so short. Back in Alpha, the 10-minute length of day was presumably a conscious design choice to create the right balance between tension and the freedom to choose what and where you'd like to build. Today, the only thing the length of the day-night cycle determines is how often you're pressured to right-click on a bed. So why are we still slave to a number chosen to meet the ambitions of Minecraft's 13-year-old alpha? Most crucially, the first step incentive Night offered was never replaced. We lost farming too. Today, farm animals spawn more commonly, more kinds of animals drop food, and the absence of night means there's never a time you can't go outside to slaughter them. So, you want food, you go on a quick rampage, and you're good for a week. The balance that made
I mean, I don't know how true that entirely is, but I do understand the point. He also did make the point earlier of the fact that there was a load of food and none of them did anything different. So the fact that he's now saying there being a lot of food makes it easy is like, I don't know, kind of counteracting his own point? I'm not really sure.
farming a better idea than not farming has inverted. Of course, you might live in a desert where that isn't true, and you might just decide to build a farm anyway, right? You might even choose never to sleep. Minecraftia is a free country, and you can do whatever you please. And that's true. There is no universal critique of Minecraft, but there is a crucial difference between what can happen and what is probably going to happen. People optimize the fun out of their games, people follow incentives. That's why designers use incentives, because people follow them. people are going to sleep. This leaves Minecraft
Yeah,
without
that's
a
true.
spark, and for many, that will mean a flame that stays unlit. But Minecraft has not just wiped the slate clean of any extrinsic spark, it has also introduced new incentives that actively encourage you not to place that first block. Basically, villages. Villages are everywhere. It's entirely reasonable to expect you'll find one on your first day. Villages are entirely
Yeah, man. I mean, this isn't a new update, though. Villages have been a thing for like 10 years. It's not like anything recently has changed villages, apart from making those villages different for different biomes. Like, and allowing villagers to be have different trades and stuff. Like, nothing about... I understand the point, right? Beds in villages equals night easy. Or, like, villages make a game easy. But it's an inherent part of Minecraft, and they're not new. It's not new at all.
welcoming. So much so that you can openly steal everything inside the village and sell it back to their owners at a price. Villages provide beds, a pre-built farm, and a pre-built wife. Protection from the Iron Golem, immediate access to the trading system, housing, and not just one house, but a wide range of choice, each with enough space for every crafting apparatus in the game, including brewing stands, which you can also find in the same village, and the less useful ones, which you can also find in the same village. In a more immaterial sense, they
I mean, you can't use a brewing stand, even if you do find it in the village, given the new update, which I'm sure is the reason that he didn't decide to
For
click
every
into
crafting
the... This is why he probably didn't decide to click into the brewing stand here. Notice that he just decided not to leave that bit in, but conveniently did leave in this bit where you can obviously go into the blast furnace and use it as a furnace. The endgame item that he quotes as useful isn't fucking useful at all, because you still need blaze powder to power it, which is locked behind the same way that you get a brewing stand in the first place. Hence, that point is completely obsolete.
in the same village, and the less useful ones which you can also find in the same village. In a more immaterial sense, they provide refuge from the game's characteristic feeling of loneliness, with the welcome of people and pets, a surrounding bustle. In the aesthetic sense, village structures closely resemble the kind of houses modern players generally want to build. They're quaint, cute, complete with all manner of little aestheticisms.
Most people want to build small houses? Really? That's what we've gone with here? Beta Minecraft was big castle, now new Minecraft is small house?
If you go into the game thinking, I want to build a quaint little cottage, and then the game immediately presents you with a quaint little cottage, along with a truckload of extrinsic incentives to use it or remain close, what's likely to happen next? It's as if villages were designed to tick all the boxes. The intrinsic impulse can overcome that, but it is going to have a harder time, and it is also possible that a player's choice to protect a village from outside threats could lead to a fence, which could then lead to something more. But for most purposes, a ring of torches will do the job. Minecraft isn't just a game that lacks incentives, it's a game that contains disincentives. Minecraft designs against intrinsic motivation. Minecraft designs against building.
And being honest with you, my girlfriend's younger sister played Minecraft for the first time, and after a little while, lived in this house. This type of house. For the first few nights of her playthrough. And then, obviously, this house became too small. And so, she stayed in the house, but changed the house. Made the balcony twice as big. Made the walls, like, further out. Made all of... like, and that is what a new Minecraft player probably will do. And maybe if you think that is bad, sure. Turn off structures. But I think that the problems that you're saying earlier, right, in the start of the video with, like, the cluttered inventory and the, you know, the lack of interesting new mobs or whatever that require so much exploration, that intrinsically removes this point of saying, cottagecore, everyone wants to live in small house. Because you can't have both. You can't have a cluttered inventory with lots of materials and lots of new blocks and lots of new mobs and then stay in one place the whole time in a pre-built house that's at most like 6 by 6. I don't know.
Minecraft designs against intrinsic motivation. Minecraft designs against building. That sucks. Also, why? But this isn't the end. No, this is the end. Ask someone what the goal of Minecraft is today, and they'll give you a much clearer answer than they ever could have before. You go to the end to fight a dragon, the final boss of Minecraft. You follow a central progression path to get there, which involves a bit of exploration, some dungeons, and quite a lot of fighting. So now for the question, is that a good thing? There are good things about it. Exploring the overworld is never anything less than wonderful. And there are bad things about it, like the inevitable period of farming Endermen to get all the eyes you need. But what I mean to ask is, does it make sense for Minecraft's central progression path to mostly be about combat?
The really funny thing is that to most people, their answer to what is the end of Minecraft, people will be like, yeah, no, there's not really an end to Minecraft, I would say. Furthermore, if we look at the like in-game tree or progression tree, as he liked to call it, you could say that's probably the advancement tree. And for the very long time that was from the introduction of achievements to the end of achievements, notice that I'm calling them achievements and not advancements. Here we go. Achievement Java Edition. Up until, when was this removed? Or when was this altered? 1.12. So, for how many years? 2011 through to 2017. For 6 years, right? We had the list of achievements that got the end, which was defeat the Ender Dragon, and then subsequently followed by the beginning, spawn the Wither. Which, to me, means that there is obviously no clear path, nor is there an obvious end to the advancement tree. And you know what I really love? Was the old design of this as well. I thought that it was fantastic because you had the end down here that was soon followed by something else. What do you mean there's something beyond the end? And then it became to the beginning. Also, the design of like having the farming stuff towards the top where the dirt is, towards the surface, and then some of the deeper down stuff like the nether and the end down towards the bottom. I liked that. That was cool. Obviously, it changed to advancements, which I don't hate. I think could maybe use a little bit of cool stuff. But yeah, I think that for a very long time, it was very obvious that this was not the end of the game. And now, equally so, in a slightly different way. Sure, back then it might have been because, oh, what's this? There's something more than this achievement in the achievements tree? Now it's just, there's no way you can explore the entirety of the game by just going to the end. You've not seen trial chambers, you've not seen ancient cities, you've not seen possibly a bastion in the nether, you've not, seen the majority of the mobs, you've probably not seen the majority of the biomes. So if you want the game to end there, then you can make the game end there. But you don't need that. In 2011, Notch said, I like achievements. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do. I've had the idea to make achievements kind of like the in-game questing. So you'd be able to see the first achievement of a tree, and you unlock the top ones first before you can unlock ones further down. So the first one might be to chop a tree or kill a chicken, and then these branch into more things that you can do. Hopefully it would encourage people to try new areas. It could converge into a big chart task like kill the dragon or something, which would put a kind of narrative into the achievement tree. Finally, asked if such a move would risk leading players down a preset path, rather than encouraging exploration and invention as Minecraft does in its current state, note 2011, Notch said, definitely not. I'd want these achievements to feel like things you can try, rather than things you have to do. People can follow them, but only if they want to. That was obviously when achievements were first introduced, right? we're talking beta edition Minecraft. Not quite alpha, but this is beta 1.4. But then it got pushed back a little bit further. To 1.8, I believe. And that's it. I think that saying that the end of the game is when you kill a dragon is just wrong, really.
Why does it seem so disinterested in the things that make Minecraft Minecraft? Of course, you don't have to do it. It doesn't have to be the goal of your playthrough, but it is likely to be. Of course it's likely to be. It's literally called The End. It's immediately followed by the end credits. On that basis alone, it is inevitable that getting to the end will be perceived as the point of Minecraft. But then there's the equally pressing fact that most other games have a similar progression path. Most other games end with a final boss, and so players naturally import their assumptions. Realize that a good proportion of the player base were not even alive before the end was introduced. And if you go into the game convinced that the end should be the central ambition of the average Minecraft playthrough, then doesn't building something with no relevance to that ambition, doesn't that start to feel secondary? Almost wasteful? Doesn't that seem unfortunate? I'd say it makes for a bit of a shit story too. What's the soft narrative?
I understand his point, right? Like, the playthrough doesn't require you to build anything anymore. Yeah. If you think that that is the only progression, and that's the only thing that people take from that, then sure. That's fine. And yes, probably, that there's less building. But, I don't know. I don't know if that's what everyone thinks. I don't.
Of the average Minecraft playthrough today? Well, I spawned into a world, I was powerful and insulated from the dangers around me, and then, for some reason, I decided to kill a god. What do you think? Should we call Peter Jackson? Today, the main reason people seek the end is that it's framed as the end. Nothing about the beginning of a Minecraft playthrough makes the end a fitting end. Nothing about the rest of a Minecraft playthrough makes it feel right to start murdering a bunch of aliens, use their eyes to find an ancient portal, and kill a dragon in an alternate dimension. Nothing about walking that path is satisfying in soft narrative terms, and indeed in hard narrative terms. Why is this the end to Minecraft? Now, there is another inevitability. What next? The story.
But it's not the end to Minecraft if you don't believe it is the end to Minecraft. Like, the fact that after killing the dragon, it opens 2 different portals, that clearly shows that you still have a choice in what you can do. In the very core, you still have a choice. It's like, there's a portal over here, but what's that in the distance? It's another portal. Like, you might go, what the hell? I've never seen that before. Assuming you know nothing about Minecraft. And you're only using the in-game tree or whatever, like the in-game achievement tree. It's like, dude, I'm just gonna.
Minecraft. Now, there is another inevitability. What next? The story is over. The end poem, in its long and fancy way, urges you to wake up from this dream. You gonna stick around? Maybe. Maybe you only came here for the loot or because it was just something to do. But if for you, this was the goal of Minecraft, it's difficult to change that story now. The problem is not that the end is bad. I mean, let's face it, the boss is decent at best, largely being a matter of fighting full damage, but the atmosphere is haunting, and at the end of the end are its cities. Minecraft's most mechanically interesting dungeon, also its most rewarding. It's not that Minecraft would be better without the end, it's that I don't think it should be characterized as the end. It's not even that it is.
You know what? I don't hate what he's saying now, like at this point, like calling it the end probably wasn't the smartest move by Mojang. Like, maybe it being called a different dimension, sure. Like a different name of the dimension, sure. But for some people, having a logical progression might be beneficial. I'm not sure. I think that most builders go to the end to get elytras. It's a minor step in their progression and main gameplay. Sure. Yeah. I would say, I don't know. It's very interesting. I'm not sure.
is an end. A long time ago, this place was conceived to fill a gap in Minecraft, to give it a clear and concrete goal, to forever answer the question, for those who needed to ask it, what do I do in this game? A part of me screams that an even longer time ago, there was a version of Minecraft that gave us those answers perfectly damn well. But maybe there is a valid need for a more definitive end that something like Night could never produce. Why should such an end be a bad thing? Must it direct you away from Minecraft's mechanical strength? I don't think so. And why should it not direct you the right way instead? That could mean a million things, but a simplistic suggestion would be some way to build to the end, to mine the materials for a portal that you would construct by hand, in this way allowing the player to choose their central progression path. It's not ends that's the problem, it's this one. And as Minecraft's progression...
I'm not sure about that take, personally, but it's a very perfectionist opinion of like, oh, rather than doing exactly this thing, why don't we do exactly this thing, which is slightly different because you have to build it rather than use combat. Just two different points of the game. And, you know, I think that both are equally valid. I don't know.
Faces criticism. Some take it as criticism of the concept of progression, as if the way it is now is the only way it could be, as if Minecraft hasn't always had effective progression, through mining and tool tiers, as if mods haven't proven how many other forms progression could take. But the questionable direction of Minecraft has stood for such a long period of time that it has effectively become invisible. We're blind to its parameters, we take them as given, and see only the details. We wonder whether ancient cities are better than woodland mansions, not whether it's a good thing that dungeons are the assumed way for new major content to be added to Minecraft, or that dungeons are increasingly perceived as Minecraft's basic and primary unit of content.
Well, they tried not doing dungeons by giving us trial chambers, by giving us trail ruins, and you think they were shit, but you think ancient cities are cool. So, like, clearly they're good at doing dungeons. I don't know.
It isn't a good thing, but let's not confuse concept and execution again. Dungeons face more inherent problems rooted in their nature as content specifically designed to decenter everything except the least interesting parts of Minecraft. Dungeons are kind of stuck in this role specifically because of the mechanics they seek to decenter. Good luck making an interesting puzzle when you can just mine through the puzzle. And if it's so easy that players aren't compelled to do that, then it probably wasn't a very interesting puzzle. You could always disable mining, but then my point would make itself. It's good to have somewhere to give meaning to all your high-end gear. It's bad for that to be seen as what there is to do in Minecraft. A perception spread by a number of things, one being a main progression path that mostly involves combat and at least one but likely 3 dungeons, another being that dungeons have become among the only places that give meaning to your high-end gear. Combat underground against the basic mob roster was made far less intimidating with sprint and shields. Combat above ground
Tell that to fucking Filzer, bro.
was made non-existent with beds. There has never been less danger. So what is good gear for now? What gives a stack of diamonds their worth, if not
Hi, what a munch. Hi, what a munch. Hi, what a munch. But you know what I mean? It's like Filzer catching strays. No, I'm not saying catching. Okay, maybe he did catch a little stray there, but like, just because you've got good gear doesn't mean you can't die to some bullshit. Hell, okay. Fine, in case it's Filzer that's catching too many strays, tell that to Orange Juice TV, bro. Haven't seen Owen in a while, but I know his ass died in his hardcore world like 3 months, 4 months ago. I'm gonna have to scroll back a while. Let's Google this shit. Google this. 9th of April 2024. Yeah, can I get the clip? PAL Creations wiki. Please tell me you have a clip linked on this wiki. No! No! Okay, I think this TikTok might do it.
Dying in your hardcore world.
Yeah, here you go.
sucks.
This is just raw overworld.
No way! There ain't no way that just happened.
Like, that's crazy. This is a crazy set of circumstances.
Dying in your hardcore world.
He's got Elytra on, and probably full netherite apart from that. And
Sucks.
Creeper just pops out. You saw it for a second. You see it for another second here. you hit it what seems to be forward, but because you're inside its hitbox, it hits it backwards, and while you run backwards, it goes with you, and then it blows up and you're dead. That's no underground mob, that's no dungeon that's no dungeon mob, that's like you building, and you die. That could have happened in fucking alpha. That could have happened in alpha, in beta, in whatever. And it still happens now. With the most up-to-date gear. What with the most advanced materials. So, okay, we'll go back to the ragebait video.
Not to prepare for dangers that you will only find in the end, the nether, or a dungeon.
There you go. I'll run it back 5-10 seconds.
Danger. So what is good gear for now? What gives a stack of diamonds their worth, if not to prepare for dangers that you will only find in the end, the nether, or a dungeon? The end.
So clearly, we've debunked this by the fact that even those with the best gear can die in situations, and do die in situations that are A, can be entirely man-made, something like Elytra death, or B, to mobs that spawn naturally in places that you either expect them to or don't, rather than solely in dungeons.
End once more, the nether, and dungeons in tow are therefore made to feel more central.
There are hundreds of people who die even with infinite totems. Of course there are, yeah.
Than perhaps they should. This sure does seem like a bit of a pickle, but here's the crazy part. There is a solution to this problem. It lets you keep most of the advantages of dungeons, and fix most of their drawbacks. It's simple, elegant, it is already in the game, and it has always been there. It's called mining. Mining is the context for what, in actual gameplay terms, is dungeon crawling. It's an endless series of tunnels and chambers. Sometimes there'll be monsters, sometimes there'll be loot. Difference is the loot's in the walls instead of chests, and the tunnels are much less rigid and much less predictable, which makes exploration much more engaging. The other difference is, mining doesn't have to do away with what makes Minecraft interesting. For one, the generation of the caves themselves produce an endless number of physical problems that must be solved with blocks. Navigating a steep fall, circumventing a pool of lava, creating recognizable features in the environment is important to prevent yourself getting lost in a grey and winding place, while creating an easy path of retreat in a steep and jagged place is important.
I don't think he's saying dungeons are uninteresting. I think that he's saying they might be repetitive, but then he's saying that mining is not repetitive. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Important to prevent yourself getting killed. Flowing water can be used to your advantage, or blocked off. Combat encounters, meanwhile, tend to be more interesting in closer combination with the world itself, and greatly more varied, both in terms of mechanics and reward. Mining makes for better dungeon crawling than the actual dungeons. I wonder that.
Yeah, no, just entirely disagree. That's fine, cool. I was trying to come up with a point here, and I just can't. Just completely wrong, really, in my opinion. Like, Mineshafts mix both. He's called Bastions Dungeons, and in my opinion, Bastions are so important in Minecraft. Same with Fortresses. And I understand that they all require combat, but they equally all require the exact things that he's saying. They're all close proximity combat that you can use a multitude of different things to be able to benefit you in that space. Be that blocks, be that, you know, the natural world around you, be that running, be... It just feels like a... Let me run it back a little bit, because I feel... I know...
Constant anticipation of whether you'll find treasures or horrors when you break into the next chamber or place the next update on a campus than the actual dungeons. I wonder then, if certain dungeons wouldn't have been better as underground biomes. There's nothing wrong with combat, nothing wrong with material reward, but should they not come from the most interesting places? People often ask me what I think of the cave.
But they are! Like, ancient cities are caves. Or the deep dark does exist without the ancient city. A mine shaft is mining, as well as, quote-unquote, a dungeon. A dungeon itself, like the spawner stuff, is only really found when you're mining. Bastions are not easy to come across in the nether. Fortresses aren't easy to come across in the nether. You likely have to explore for them, and that's a good thing. I'm not sure.
Cave update on account of the first video advocating for one so firmly? And the answer is, I think it's wonderful. Seriously, mining has always captured the mechanical joy of exploration, the constant anticipation of whether you'll find treasures or horrors when you break into the next chamber or place the next torch. Thanks to the new cave generation, there is now another dimension to that fun. Now, the sight of a cave itself can be its own reward.
Yeah.
Some of the things you'll see in the depths are breathtaking. And for the same reason, those physical problems to solve are more interesting and more varied than ever before. Since caves now tend to be so much bigger and so much easier to find, the cave update has also found a way to solve the strip mining problem. Strip mining is mindless and boring, and also relies on abusing the game's debug mode. And now, the average player has much less of a reason to do
Bro would hate me. He would hate me, bro. Imagine going into F3, pulling up my, going 30 FOV, pulling up my pie chart. This guy's freaking out. I'm abusing the debug mode. I'm abusing F3. Fuck. No. Do not play like that. You're not allowed. You're abusing. Fuck off, man. Sorry, that's a bit rude. Excuse me. Sorry, that's a bit harsh, but it is a crazy take.
has also found a way to solve the strip mining problem. Strip mining is mindless and boring, and also relies on abusing the game's debug mode. And now, the average player has much less of a reason to do it. But there was one problem that the cave update did not address. That with regards to what there is to mine, nothing has meaningfully changed since Alpha. In fact, the cave update has made it worse. It's easier than ever to get diamonds, not only because their spawn rate received a flat buff, but also because big caves mean exposed surfaces, which makes it easier to see generated veins. And big caves means it's easier to find abandoned mine shafts, where diamonds spawn most commonly. That sucks. Within 3 to 5 hours, you've probably mined everything worth mining. And from there, the process loses much of its excitement, because rewards are now indirect. Maintenance for tools or armor you already have, or experience, a mere number, that might make your tools and armor better, and that could be gained more quickly in basically any other way. This is the second part of Minecraft's loot problem. Plenty of ways to get shit, not much shit to get. That would be a shame even if it weren't for the larger context, that mining will therefore take up a very small fraction of any major progression path, quickly giving way to something that is probably much less interesting. I think we ought to reaffirm a simple perspective. There are lots of games that have traditional dungeons, but
If you are saying that you consider the villager trading aspect of things to be less interesting, one, it's changing. They've said that. That's a thing, right? That's coming soon. And two, you can just not do it. You can just not do it. Furthermore, I understand the thing of like there being more diamonds and stuff, and I agree. I do think that the diamond spawn rate is a little bit too much. I think that mining is a little bit too easy at the moment. With the big caves, I love them. But I can definitely agree with him on that. I think that you can go into a cave for 30 minutes and probably come out with a stack of diamonds, which might be all you need for full tools, full armor, enchantment setup. You probably don't need many more diamonds than that. So, I understand. I understand that for sure. But then, the best tools have now been locked behind a much more difficult thing in netherite. So, I decided not to use totems or mending because I don't find them interesting. I hate that YouTubers sometimes just state that opinion as fact. I understand that as well. Yeah, that's completely true. You can make the game interesting how you want to. And to be fair, this YouTuber did say at the start, it was like, anyone can take the game in however they want, but the most common way is just the average way, and it's like the normal playthrough. I'm like, yeah, sure. That's fair. But in a normal playthrough, would you know how to make a iron farm? Would you know how to make a raid farm if you didn't go and look it up? So are you inherently changing your quote-unquote average playthrough because you know that these things exist? You're not comparing it to a first-time playthrough where it's entirely different and you don't know that you can loot a bastion like this, or you don't know where the gold is in a bastion, or you don't know where you don't know where diamonds naturally spawn always and things like that. It's like, because you played the game for so long, you are better at Minecraft than you were when you started. People are so used to seeing YouTube videos and thinking it's average gameplay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So
If it weren't for the larger context, that mining will therefore take up a very small fraction of any major progression path, quickly giving way to something that is probably much less interesting. I think we ought to reaffirm a simple perspective. There are lots of games that have traditional dungeons, but
some of the most
only Minecraft
entertaining Minecraft stuff I've seen recently has been the first time blind playthroughs. Insane to see someone to figure out to go to the Nether from the ruined portal clues. Exactly. And that's why I love ruined portals, because it encourages the player. Sorry, I went to the awards camera for a second. It encourages the player to be intrigued about why there's so many of these things that are built in this specific way. What is this? What exactly is this? And that's what the advancement tree used to do. Except now, it's done in a more natural, worldly way, rather than having to click pause and go onto the advancements and go, huh, what's the Nether? And then have to look it up. You might be able to figure it out on your own, without needing a wiki page, without needing a tutorial, a WikiHow, a YouTube video. Hell, some of the ruined portals are almost complete. You know Bad Apple? I don't. Favorite MCYT channel was Oat Milky because they never actually wanted to do the Minecraft progression, just mates hanging out. It's usually what the most fun thing is in Minecraft, in my opinion. As much as I absolutely love doing my speedruns and stuff like that, friends hanging out is great. Like, there's no better times that I've had doing things that I enjoy, right? Like, I always go back to this, right? Especially when we watch some ragebait videos like this. For me, the most fun thing that I have done in Minecraft in like the last year or so has been getting a netherite beacon with my friends. It's a challenge that no one has to do, that we as skilled Minecraft players know is like a push for us, and also is like it's a challenge. But also I know I'm just going to be on a server with my friends for 24 hours, and that's going to be fun, no matter what it is that we do. But us having that sort of a challenge encourages us as slightly more skilled players to then do that sort of thing, because we don't play SMPs. I'm not always the biggest fan of that sort of stuff with SMPs. It's like I do get bored easily, right? You can, you know, I maybe and I understand that's a creativity fault within me rather than within the game, and I know that, and that's why I do speedrun. That's why I do these challenges and put these external barriers to make the game itself more difficult for me, because that's what I want to do. Or make a challenge myself that I then have to overcome. That's it. That's what I enjoy doing. And that's how I enjoy playing the game. And everyone has their own things. Yeah, like 100 million melons. That's stupid, right? Why the fuck would anyone come into a Minecraft world and say, you know what, the first thing I want to do is get 100 million melon slices? It's not normal, is it? But for me, that sort of challenge makes the game itself fun. So that's what I do, and that's what the majority of people do. Andronicus, we're watching and I quote from can I have a Kit Kat? Of course you can, buddy. Give me one sec. Cobalt sent me a video saying, have you seen the Another Serious Critique of Minecraft video? A legitimate palate cleanser from this video actually makes substantive critiques of the game. And there have been a few critiques that I've definitely wholeheartedly agreed with. It is much better than the Sip Over video. It was not a hard bar to clear. But there are points which I think are not true.
Minecraft has dungeons that are good in the way mining is good, and only Minecraft can. If Minecraft was still in its beta, and you told me about the role traditional content and more traditional forms of power progression would eventually come to take, I wouldn't be upset, but I'd certainly wonder, what's the point? Let's talk about the Nether update. The new biomes produce many of the same mechanical challenges as the underground. Perilous gaps, perilous gaps of a more diffuse nature, perilous gaps made perilous by height instead of lava, dunes.
What do you want then? Like, what do you want the Nether to be? Fucking easy like it was before, where it was just like flat netherrack everywhere? It's a good update.
Of swamp-like soul sand that slow movement, where enemies best countered with fast movement most commonly spawn. Getting to the dungeons in the Nether is more mechanically interesting as a dungeon
Oh,
than
it's
the
a good
dungeons
point.
in the Nether.
Sorry, I can't tell. This guy's voice is both quite soothing, but also difficult to tell tonality-wise. I thought he was making a criticism there. He wasn't. He was actually saying that the movement in the Nether is actually very cool. I apologize.
Where enemies best countered with fast movement most commonly spawn. Getting to the dungeons in the Nether is more mechanically interesting as a dungeon than the dungeons in the Nether.
We are trolling. We are trolling. This guy thinks bastions are easy. We've heard it here first, baby. More interesting than the dungeons themselves. Which, the only two I can think of are bastions and fortresses, right? Those are the only two structures that spawn in the Nether. Apart from, like, ruin portals that aren't dungeons. And I understand, sure, fortresses might be quote-unquote easy if you've got full diamond armor. But they're not. They're not, especially to new players. Blazes can be overwhelming and constantly firing. Wither skeletons deal damage. Bastions? Fuck me. They're very difficult. For me, as a speedrunner and a professional Minecraft player that's been playing the game for 12 years. And I'll die in them without the piglin brutes. But with piglin brutes, it makes it even more difficult.
And like the cave update, it's also more beautiful. Netherite is the new thing to mine for, a tier above diamond, which indeed I did predict would never happen. You guys can stop telling me now. In a recent stroke of brilliance, raiding a dungeon has been made mandatory to craft netherite gear, but you can still get the raw materials through mining. Unfortunately, by mining, I mean using the debug mode to find a specific Y level, and then doing this. What is this? Strip mining on crack is still strip mining. Mining for netherite is mining if there was nothing interesting about mining. The nether update is good.
Okay. No, I get it. I get it. Mining for debris is as boring as mining was in 1.12 or 1.10 or something. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. If there was, like, one piece of exposed debris per chunk. No, like one piece of exposed debris per, like, fucking 20 chunks or something in the nether. That could be cool. But it would make it easier. I don't know. It's a difficult balance between making this thing actually rare and difficult to come across, as well as making this thing interesting to try and find. It's very hard to balance both. So, yeah, I mean, people do TNT mine and stuff like that. Like, it's I don't know, but I understand the point. But it feels like Mojang can never win. Because before he said mining kind of boring because strip mining. Now you fixed mining, but now everything too easy. Now we introduce hard thing, but now mining boring again. It's like there's no winning. I don't understand how, and the fact of the matter is, it's still locked behind a dungeon as well, which I think is amazing. So it requires both. Does he have a suggestion? Let's see.
But it does little to solve the lacking of the post-diamond stage of Minecraft's power progression. It is only to the game's detriment that mining has taken such a back seat in modern Minecraft. I also think modern Minecraft is good, because it's Minecraft, because you can do this. But if we really will be playing this game forever, then shouldn't we advocate for its default mode of play to be the best it could possibly be? Tangled in a web of 10 years of updates, different artistic and mechanical ambitions have combined to a mess. But then again, perhaps it's time to stop pretending like the game is the only thing that's changed. Games got big before YouTube and Minecraft would have been fine without it, but the experience of playing Minecraft and the experience of watching it have always been tightly linked, and YouTube has changed. Competition has pushed content to extremes, and there is little space left for the kind of low-budget, improvised, and inherently personal content that normalized a personal and improvisational approach to Minecraft. Now, wonder and mystery are allowed to exist for a picosecond before being explained away, while guides for perfect mechanical optimization are created and released on speedrun pace. Modern YouTube makes the process of establishing a game's meta nearly instant. YouTube has made this normal. But other social medias aren't blameless. With the rising dominance of image-sharing platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit, as well as the rise of short-form video, has come the promotion of what something looks like at a first glance above all else, which in turn leads to the promotion of a build's immediate aesthetic value above any other quality a build may have. A restrictively narrow focus. There's plenty of ways to build something in Minecraft, but only so many ways to make it look pretty. And it's a focus made even narrower by the basic fact that social media creates a powerful pressure to fit in, increasingly making everything look the same. The quaint, cutesy cottage is a plague. It's not just a problem for things people build with the intention to share them online. It becomes the basic image of what a good build should look like for anyone who sees them. Am I going too far? Am I talking out of my ass? How far will I go to avoid the more obvious answer? Maybe it's me who's changed. Maybe I'm only talking.
Okay, I feel like I just went on a roller coaster. Let me try and summarize that. So he said, content has made everything quite samey, and has reduced people's creativity. Like, no and yes. Like, I kind of see... I think he's made the point badly, but I do understand the point, right? Like, I understand that back in the day you wouldn't be looking at tutorials how to build a cool house. But by doing that, it allows more people that don't feel as creative to feel that they are being creative and encourages more people to play the game. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's fine. I don't think anything's changed. Nothing stops you from building the castle. But if it's going to get you less views on YouTube, then you won't. But that's your choice. Is that because you're playing the game for a YouTube video? And in which case, surely you're falling into your own trap of the whole thing about social media. But yeah, Watermunch, I'm really hoping that's what he's about to say here. Because he's just alluded to the fact that, is he just bullshitting? Is it all the fact that he's grown up?
Should look like for anyone who sees them. Am I going too far? Am I talking out of my ass? How far will I go to avoid the more obvious answer? Maybe it's me who's changed. Maybe I'm only talking to a small fraction of you now, the ones who've changed like me. There really is no universal critique of Minecraft. But you want to know why
he's trying to shoot the dragon when it's perched. You can't do that, buddy. Doesn't work. It doesn't deal any damage. You have to wait until it unperches to shoot it. You can only deal melee damage at this point. Oh, shit.
There really is no universal critique of Minecraft. But you want to know why I made this video? Because I play Minecraft today, and I make this. This is my latest world, and that frustrates me. Why can't I motivate myself to do better? Shouldn't I be able to overcome backwards incentives when I...
Probably because you're like 25. You have to pay taxes. You've got a job. You've maybe got like a happy life outside of Minecraft. You might find more enjoyment playing a different game. I don't know.
Can't I motivate myself to do better? Shouldn't I be able to overcome backwards incentives when I know I want to? What's wrong with me? Here's the part of the Minecraft video essay where someone tells you with an air of profundity that time has passed. But the thing is, it's a trend because it's true. No one wants to be seen questioning their maturity, but we all know that part of growing up is leaving something behind. We have changed. And it's more than a matter of nostalgia because Minecraft is a game whose mechanics thrive on the unrestrained character of our youngest selves. Isn't it? It's a game where you build things out of blocks, partially for a given reason, but mostly for your own creative whims. Even back when Minecraft contained extrinsic sparks, it was you who lit the flame. But now it's harder. because part of being an adult is the belief that what you do should have a use, a productive value. And games don't have one, but most of them make you feel like they do. Whether it's as inherent as moving forward in a story you care about, or clearly quantified with loot, level ups, unlocks, metrics of progression. Grind a Skinner box for 3 hours and nothing feels wrong because the bar went up, the numbers got bigger. But I spend just 1 hour building something in Minecraft, and I feel guilty. It was a meaningful experience, but somehow, it still feels like I'm wasting my time. So that's it. That's who I've become. Someone who believes creative expression is wasteful. Minecraft is designed against itself, and holy cannoli, I am too. So, is there any hope for a cure? I don't think there's hope for direction or foundational change, but for improving modern survival? Yes. It could address the loot problem, bring order to the balance of reward and difficulty. It could better encourage building with a meaningful update to farming, by making player-made villages an actual feature instead of an agonizing series of exploitations that few will ever bother to engage with. Or perhaps by externalizing the crafting process, where a better tier of furnace, for instance, would be built in 3D space. But I'm dreaming now, and it would seem unwise to wait for Minecraft to change. A good thing then, that there is something everyone has the power to do. Fuck feeling guilty. It won't be easy to ignore incentives, especially ones that come from me, but I'm running out of options. It's not our task to abandon maturity, but to relieve ourselves of the shame of expressing those basic human qualities that we associate with the child. When it's time for a game, will we surrender ourselves to a different kind of experience bar forever? I want Minecraft to be better, but maybe I do still have it in me to build a castle too. Maybe Minecraft can still be the game we remember it being, if we choose to make it so.
Yeah, that is like the whole point. Yeah, he got there. He got there in the end. He did get there. Like that has got to be like, that's got to be the right outcome, right? That's what we've all just been saying the entire time. Like, hey, you can choose to do this still. You can still build a castle. You can still go mining. You can still not use a bed. You can still do all of the things that you used to do. I don't know.
Oh, and if you need a break from dragging Minecraft, how about dragging in some cities, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Links in the description if you want the
Forgot about
15
them.
Kel Hudson, Lex Williams, and Firmo.
Oh, this is just a patron spot. Okay. Yo, Watermunch, if you wanna script a video together about, you know what? I gotta get one of these videos out, bro. I gotta do one of these why Minecraft has gone bad, and it's all just fucking clickbait, and it's actually just like why Minecraft is good. And like the end of the video, like the last 5 minutes, I go, everything I said was a conglomeration of every other video that's been uploaded on this platform, and here's the debunk of every single point that I made. Bang. Like, force people to watch and go, damn, yeah, Minecraft's so bad. And then I just slap them around the face and go, yeah, fuck you, you're all wrong. If you believed in that first 5 minutes, fuck you. Yeah, Watermunch, we are like completely different Minecraft players, but we still both love the game. For very different reasons. But more often than not, it does just boil down to player sets themselves challenge that isn't always enforced by the game. Player overcomes said challenge. Achievement felt by player. Yeah. Yeah. I'd watch it 10 million times. I would make $3.24. I'm so excited. Yeah, that'd be cool. If I didn't have 15 other videos already in the works, but it would be cool. And maybe I will make a lazy little video like that. Because that would actually be quite fun. Watermunch, are you going live? Hit me up in 5 years when you're ready. Yeah, that's true. Watermunch, you got go live, please. Please, can you go live? When are you going live today? Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were. I don't know. I don't know what time you go live. You go live when I used to go live, like 9 p.m. and shit, right? You're crazy like that. You're crazy like that. On that note, I don't think I'm gonna play any Minecraft today because it feels so boring and nostalgic. I've got to look into getting sub 3 ace race. Okay, goat. I believe in you. You got this. At least you don't have that fucked up grip that Tibby posted on Twitter, where where he uses where he grips his shit like this, where he like has that on the keyboard and like holding the bottom of the keyboard to like do this or something, like index finger on spacebar. It's so peculiar. So let me find the tweet real quick. Oh, I'm on my priv. Let me not be on my priv. My team is shaming me. We got sub 3 in ace race. Oh yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Tibby got there in 258, and this is how they play the game. Index finger spacebar. Thumb on the desk. This is the equivalent. Right, okay, I know that the majority of my chat are probably not going to understand this. This, to me, is the equivalent of when men in bathrooms, in public spaces, like urinals, hold the wall while they pee. That is all I can think of when I see this image. Because it's like, you are not getting propelled back by your piss. You are not getting nitro by going psss and firing away from the wall. That is not how it works. But ever since I've seen this image, this is the equivalent in Minecraft. It's like, my keyboard is going to run away from my finger if I don't hold the table. That's what I'm seeing when I see this image. Honestly. And I don't understand why that is, but that's what I see here. And Timmy's the GOAT. No, I don't want to. I'm not being. I really don't mean to be rude. This is very unique. But yo, he's got a sub 3 ace race. So what a bunch. You gotta get on it. You have to get on it. I believe in you. You got this. I'm so happy to see all the MCC risers grinding it out. Wait, I was told there was a clip pertaining to me from you. I did watch your video and then go on like a 5-minute aside about many a different UK game shows with the fellow UK chatters that I have, like all 4 of them. And there was one game show that I don't think anyone really knew that you might know. If I show you... I'm going to show you this image. I just want the image, bro. Can I? Okay, I can't. That's fine. Bit rogue. But I'm talking 125 challenge channel in early 2000s. This is Unbeatable Banzuki, which was one of my old favorite shows, as well as absolutely everything else on Challenge, because I just used to watch everything on there, from like Bullseye to Crystal Maze to Takeshi's Castle, to like reruns of Golden Balls and Deal or No Deal, all of that stuff. We were yapping it up, because you mentioned it in your video, and I was like, holy shit. And yeah, so I ended up yapping about it for quite a lot. Ooh, this song, Hellion Happy. Happy Hellion makes me happy. Very W. Okay. Chat, I do fear that I'm running out of content for the stream today. I may decide to end stream shortly. Ooh, chat, to those of you that are still here, right? I had a question that I posted in the Discord last night at like 4 in the morning. So I assume the majority of you probably wouldn't have seen it, but I'm going to scroll back. Ads as soon as I get back, I cannot win. I'm so sorry. This is such bad RNG. Right, hold on. Chat, listen to... hear me out for a minute. Hypothetically, right? Now, to those of you who weren't here, last year, I did what was known as an everything-a-thon, whereby everything that chat could do would contribute to the timer going up. And that is subscribe, follow, raid, like retweet on Twitter, that sort of stuff. Like all of that would increase the time. I thought of like a new way of being able to increase the time, and that would be for me to take a sponsorship during the subathon. Or everything-a-thon. And I spoke about it yesterday in the Discord. Oh, channel points reward, that exists as well. I think it's still there, right? Is it there? Oh, I did actually remove it. But add 1 minute to the timer was like a channel point reward. And then there was like a group channel point reward. It was like add an hour to the timer once everyone contributed enough. But yeah, one of the ways that I was... Yay! I'm gonna get money off of Water Munch. Hooray! This sucks. I'm talking about something else until Water Munch comes back. I can add 24 minutes, W. But yeah, so obviously things like gifting subs and bits and donations would increase the timer. But if I was to say, take a sponsorship from a mobile game, and if I got a certain number of sign-ups from the community, and if that community then went on to reach a certain level within the game, which may require multiple days of logging in. For example, you may have to do 30 minutes of gameplay for a week. But let's also say that everyone who did that, I would add like a substantial amount of time on. So by the end, let's say by the end of that week, every person that reached the level 30 achievement or level 40 achievement or whatever, I'd add like, I don't know, like hypothetically like an hour, 2 hours, something like that. And this could be done for up to 50 people. Meaning that then hypothetically you guys would just get like 4, maybe 8 days by just playing a game a little bit per day. And let's say I also have a document that describes exactly what everyone has to do to get to that point. Unlike how to speedrun that requirement, so you might be able to do it in up to 4 days. But, you know. Just an idea, and just a thing for you guys to give your opinions on. Twitch seems to be broken today, Watermunch. I don't know. So, we were talking about British game shows, right? And Channel 125 was just where I used to live. Because, especially during the summer holidays, I used to go around to my grandma's house, and she had Sky. So, I used to go on Channel 125, and that used to be my favorite one because it used to have quiz game shows and other game shows and things that looked fun and was enjoyable. See, and yeah, it wouldn't be a daily requirement. it would be more of like a. I think you have like a month to do it, but it's more like you probably want to get it done quickly so that then you add time onto the timer. You know what I mean? Like it's a payoff for both of us, right? Like you can do it in as long as you want, and it would still help me out. But if you were to, let's say, do it faster, then the timer would increase, allowing people more time to do it, to increase the timer again. Like, you get the point. I can definitely think about it a bit more, though. Me and my ex-stepbro used to make a Takeshi's Castle run out of sofa cushions. That's so good. That's so good. Right, if I look at the... Yeah, this is the... What was it called? It was called... Oh, dude, I want to try and find the... No, show me the games. You guys used to have the games. Oh, is that it? I think I might have it. Hold on. Yes! Sponge Bridge. Do you remember Golden Balls? Of course I remember Golden Balls. It's one of my favorite video games. This is one of my favorite game shows. One of my favorite game shows. I had that on Wii. I bought Golden Balls on Wii. This is what I meant earlier. Wait. That I called Watermunch once off stream with Michaela and Laz, and we just that I called. Yo, you cut out the bit that I explained. You cut out the bit that I actually explained what I meant. I meant we just shot the shit. Like we were shooting the shit for a while. We were just yapping it up. You didn't need to clip out the bit where I explained what I misspoke. We shot the shit. And then I just said we shat, which is just... My fault. We were shooting the shit, right? We shot. That's real. That's so real. But yeah, shoutouts Challenge 125. My favorite game show used to be Bullseye because I think I liked darts, and it was one of those game shows that I was like, oh, I could actually go on that. You got to dodgeball. You have to dodgeball. I believe in you. I believe in you, Watermunch. Like, there was like Ninja Warrior. There was Takeshi's Castle. Catchphrase? Yes! Oh my god. I didn't used to understand them because the phrases used to be old and I used to be like 4 or 5. And sometimes I'd get them and I'd be like, hooray! Dude, wow. What a throwback. What a throwback. Oh. Yeah, what a great time that was. Oh, the host of Crystal Maze, the bald guy. Oh, what was his name? The bald guy. Oh, I know it as well. Oh, it's really annoying. Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up, aren't I? Dude, Fort Boyard was amazing as well. Which is what a lot of chat brought up last time when you weren't here. Oh, fucking... Richard O'Brien, right? Who is Richard O'Brien? Yeah, Richard O'Brien. Yeah. I had to look it up. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get it myself. $50-50? Why do I remember that? Hold on. I remember it, but I don't know if I liked it. I don't think I used to like this one. Jungle Run was always better. Yeah, I don't think I used to like that one as much. Being honest. Trapped always freaked me out. Can't believe we've yapped about this 2 streams in a row now. Oh, I guess we had a stream in between. Dick and Dom. Dick and Dom's Crazy Funhouse or whatever it was called. I think Lauren had a friend that went on that. And I think she hated it. In the bungalow! Oh my god. It was made for stoners, it was not made for children, I'm sure. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Right, chat, I am going to end up stream here, because what, it's 6:30, I gotta get some food in me. And then, for the person who doesn't know, it just sounds like you're making up names for the heck of it. Yeah, fair enough. That's probably what old game shows probably were. Just made up bullshit names that didn't really do a whole lot. Right, who are we gonna raid into? Who do we want to say hello to? Any recommendations? We could raid into Fuego Breathman, Curry Way. We could raid into Sandwich Lord, Akko. For a shitter, you're real swell. Fulham's live, that's true. I could raid into Fulham, that's true. I didn't think about that one. Amesy, Becky, Tubbo are all live. What are they all doing? Google Forms, Fantasy SMP, Fortnite ad. Yep, I remember that. Keep seeing it on my YouTube. Akko. We'll raid Akko. We haven't raided Akko. And, yeah, we have. But that's all chill. Akko's doing a subathon, so everyone go show him some support. Go lurk if you would like to. Have a good rest of your day. Am I live tomorrow? What day is tomorrow? Friday? Is today Friday? Tomorrow's Friday. Ooh. Maybe Fulham Friday, but it will be normal time stream. It won't be late. It won't be late. It'll be normal time. And, yeah, because I'm going out in the evening. Chat, have a good time over at the Akko stream. Appreciate you all. Thank you. And join in the Discord if you haven't. We'll yap about some shit in there. I need to go speak about some stuff with the, I need to go yap about, the potential